Cody Martin, fucking drummer for Bones of the Earth, former guitar player of Baron.
Mm-hmm.
And what were you in before Baron? Was it you guys didn't have a different name, right?
Yeah, me and Rafe were in a band called Vessel, and then in high school we were in a band called From the Wreckage. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
But you've been in the music scene for a really long time. Fucking, you're a badass guitar player and you're a badass drummer, man.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming on the show today.
Yeah, appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Let me start off. I have a question for you.
What's up?
So you primarily play drums now.
Yeah.
How do you feel not playing guitar live anymore and playing drums?
Drums is fun. I do kind of miss playing guitar live, though, because that was also fun, but, yeah. I basically only play guitar just, like, dicking around in my room now. So, I still, like, write riffs for Bones. I've always done that, but, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
But now, for me personally, from playing guitar and then playing drums now, I would much prefer to play drums. But at the beginning, I was like, this sucks because I can't move my body as well. You know, like whenever you're playing guitar, you can do like backflips and somersaults.
Yeah.
Just be like, what's his name from Metallica? And stand up and be like,
Yeah, it was
Lars. Yeah, Lars. I couldn't think of his name. Okay. Fuck Lars.
Fucking, I mean, you could still, I guess, stand up and do shit as drums, but you can move around, man. Fucking, you guys are active drummers. I see you guys jam out.
There's a lot of the core stuff.
A lot of core. Both of you guys sing too.
Yeah, that's what makes it difficult.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, I could imagine, dude. Like, I don't like singing and playing guitar, let alone fucking moving your legs with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got used to doing that in Baron. So like in Vessel, that like I felt like I had a lot more freedom because I just had to play guitar and I could do backup vocals every now and then. But other than that, I can just like zone out and just jam out. But then when we had Baron, it's like we started messing with a bunch of pedals, and it's like now I've got to like do all these vocals and stuff. So it's like my mind doesn't have time to like zone out. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget something. But
yeah,
now with drums, it's like the same way. So yeah,
I
kind of miss the freedom of just playing guitar.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking. You guys have some intricate drum parts too. Like it's impressive from someone that I thought didn't know any. Like you're just a guitar player to me.
Yeah.
And then you fucking like a year later you play drums in this badass album.
Thanks. Yeah, I've never. I still don't own a drum set. The drum set I play on is Rafe's, but
Nice.
I own. I own the biggest cymbal on the kit. That's the one thing that I own, and I think I own my kick pedal.
What
But,
is it? What's the symbol?
shit. It's a.
How big we talking here?
Fuck, it's like 24 inches or something. It was like a $500 cymbal. I'm still
That's
paying it off.
awesome.
It's
That's
fucking
super
big,
nice.
but
Worth it though.
yeah. I forget what I was gonna say though. You know, whatever.
You know what? As we were talking just now about the whole drummers can't like move around as much. I know that like they make the movable stages and everything, but I'm thinking like for the parts where like Lars is standing up and banging on the drums, you can't really kick with your kick pedals.
Yeah, you got to jump.
So what if you like? They need to make like a spring thing that you can hop on, and whenever you jump on it, it's like it pushes a pedal into the kick. It's $1 million idea.
I thought you were gonna say something like the Motley Crue, like spinning through the airplane.
Yeah, that's what
That would be fucking
That's
cool.
where I
That
thought
would
it
be
was going.
really
That would be
cool.
vomit-inducing.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd get really sick,
throw up upside down all over the crowd.
and I wouldn't be able to put my beer anywhere.
That'd be the worst time to drop a stick too.
Oh
yeah.
You're like upside down, and you're just like fuck, dude.
But what about the extra sticks that you have too?
Yeah.
It's like
They'll just dump out.
The drummer for Escape Control, Mr. Walsh, he gave me a little thing called Gorilla Snot, I believe, and it's just like a hard wax, and you just grab a little bit of it and you goop it in your hands, and it's like it makes your sticks like almost like they're glued to your body.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's really cool.
I made the
Nice.
mistake
Yeah.
of touching that like a couple hours after he did that. I touched one of his sticks and I felt it all over my hands like the rest of the night.
Super
Nice.
sticky.
Hell yeah.
But it helps a lot. He gave me one for free because he works at a music place and he accidentally ordered like way more cases than what he was supposed to, so he just has a bunch of them now.
Yeah.
I
mean,
have like those those dip sticks, whatever the rubber coating or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I tried those and those just like blistered up my hands.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
I
that's
was
what this
just
stuff will do too.
yeah,
It'll
yeah. I
rip
was
and
like, fuck that
everything.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Just need some moisturizer.
See, I don't have those drummer problems. You guys have like to worry about your hand blisters and your forearms hurting
Yeah.
and your legs hurting.
Just
I just gotta fucking
don't drop your pick.
don't drop my pick,
Yeah.
which I do like every show. I'll
Don't
drop
drop
a
your
pick.
That's
Fucking,
why
I
I got
used
that
to
little
have.
thing.
I've probably in my lifetime bought like 5 of those pick clips that go on your fucking mic
yeah.
stand, and I leave them at a venue every
Yeah.
time I buy a new one.
Yep.
Forever gone. They've
Something
saved
about
my
picks,
ass.
dude.
Yeah, dude. It's
Picks and pick accessories. They just
pick and pick. We used to give away guitar picks that said dick on them, and then it said the salesman behind it. And so we would be like, "You guys want a dick pick from us?" And people would
Nice.
be like, "What?"
that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Nobody
an
ever.
all right marketing campaign.
Sometimes it worked out.
Sometimes it worked. Sometimes we got weird looks.
Sometimes it just
Yeah.
piss somebody off.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to give me?
I still have one of those in my wallet, I think.
Hell yeah, brother. So, dude, fucking, you guys have been, from what I've seen on social media, you guys have been working on a new album.
Yeah, it's done.
Holy shit.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How long until we get to hear something?
I'm not sure yet. We just got the masters back, so
Hell yeah, brother.
we're working on planning out the release now, trying to figure out because we were supposed to do they're doing a second Mutants of the Monster virtual fest that we're doing, so we just filmed for that. So we're trying to figure out planning around that, like when would be the best time to have some stuff out. And we've got a couple people that we want to send it to that, I don't know, see if maybe something happens, but hopefully, worst case scenario, early next year.
Hell yeah.
We
That's
should
not
have
too
something.
far either, so
Yeah, 2020 is coming to a close.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I think it's better to wait to release anyway with
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be able to play
yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
be able to
shows
run
on
that.
your. Yeah.
Revenue yourself.
I feel bad for a lot of these bands that are releasing material right now because they're.
Some people are holding it like.
Some
every
people
time
are
I
holding
die,
out. Yeah,
just
every
waiting.
time I die is holding out. It kind of sucks because I really want to follow up to Low Teens, man.
I want to say Knocked Loose is waiting too, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I thought they had
Dude.
some stuff in the works, but
I think Deftones just dropped a fire ass album and they can't tour off it. That sucks.
it was
Damn.
it was way better than Gore, dude. I liked it a lot
Yeah.
more than Gore.
I hadn't listened to it at all.
It's pretty good.
It was surprisingly good. Not that I don't like them, but it was better than I
Better
thought it
than
was
the
gonna
last one,
Yeah.
in our opinions.
Nice.
But, dude, I can't wait. I mean, I fucking love your guys' first album.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this one, at least like production quality, sounds way better. Like this is definitely the best sounding album like I've been a part of, so.
Hell yeah, that's
Where-
exciting.
Where did you do it at?
Rafe he's got the whole Holy Anvil recordings now, so he
Nice.
did all of it, and then we sent it off to Audio Siege to get mastered, so.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that dude fucking works some magic, because Rafe, his mix sounded really fucking good, and then we just got those masters back, and yeah, they sound even better now, so.
Nice.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking gonna be crushing, I expect.
Yeah, I'm really excited for people to hear it, so hopefully
Yeah. I heard
work something
a
out.
few songs, it was like last year when you guys played like 2 new ones at
Mhm.
one of those shows at Nomads.
Yeah.
And that was fucking awesome. You
Yeah.
guys kind of teased it a little bit. You guys played the intro to the first album.
Yeah, yeah.
You told me before the show you're gonna play new shit, and I was like, "Where's it at?
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
You're lying to me." And then it fucking hit. I don't really remember how they went now. It's been so long, but I remember it was fucking awesome.
Is there porn on that thing?
Yes,
Is there really?
Nice.
there is. I will guarantee yes. It looks like regular POV.
Nice.
Awesome,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Oculus
Really?
Rift
Yeah.
porn.
You want us to put it over there or over here on the couch or something? I'll
I'll
move
put
it.
it over here. It's dying. Actually, if you could just give me the
The charger.
charger,
Yeah,
that'd be
it's-
great.
Is it the?
I'm sorry to interrupt your guys' podcast.
Dude,
No,
it's
it's all
fine.
good,
Hey,
dude.
man, you gotta
JT,
play
I
your
mean,
Oculus
come on, dude.
Rift.
VR porn.
Is that?
Dude, yeah.
There's priorities
Way
in
to go,
life,
man.
and VR porn's kind of up
Hey,
there.
if anything,
Why are they shooting out fireworks right now,
Two,
dude?
$300. Best POV porn you're ever gonna have.
Fuck
You
yeah.
heard it,
I'm
internet.
working on that.
Fuck yeah.
Best POV porn you'll ever have is on the Oculus.
Oculus 2.
Sponsor us.
Please.
We're advertising
Shine
your
it
shit,
while you're at it.
Oculus.
Dude, that's seriously been a topic of discussion amongst at least a lot of podcasts that I listen to lately is Oculus 2 VR porn. Like it's actually it's a real big thing right now
I'm looking
apparently.
it up right now.
My man, already on
It's-
it.
I'm very curious.
I haven't experienced it, but I've heard lots of positive reviews.
Back in the day, I say back in the day, but like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe they started making those things that you put on, like like the Oculus, but you put your phone in it.
Oh yeah,
And you close it up.
Yeah.
I had one of those, and I did watch porn on it. It was super awesome.
And that was like primitive compared to the Oculus too. Like-
Yeah, and it was cool because it looks very three-dimensional. My favorite one, I didn't browse a whole bunch, but while we're still on the topic, my favorite one is like there were like 4 or 5 different girls in the room, and all you had to do is like you're standing there, and it's like one they're just like undressing, and you can look at that one, and then like you can just like turn your head and you see another one, and
Yeah.
it was super interesting. It's something that I never saw.
Just in a
before.
room full of naked chicks.
I
Sick.
know.
So I'm curious, when they record that, do they just have a GoPro on their forehead and just look like an idiot the whole time? Like, we're supposed to take this guy seriously, and he has this
They
big
just
ass
got
camera.
They got a 3D camera just like on their
Yeah.
chest just while they lay on the ground.
Man, I mean,
It's on the second one, boys.
porn's
Boom.
moving on up, man. They're
Yeah.
innovating.
Didn't you say something last night about how you thought that? Oh, there's some weird shit on here.
Yeah.
About how
Sex robots, man.
yeah.
Sex
like
robots are going to be a
Futurama.
thing. Yeah.
And
I
then we're
feel
all
like
gonna
it's going to be
die.
a thing as soon as they get like some really
The
lifelike-
prototype technology exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
And-
Somewhere people are working on.
I think it's
We
probably
have the
Japan.
technology.
Yeah.
I would
Use
imagine
the
Japan
technology.
is like the leading fucking research country on sex robots. They're probably sinking lots of taxpayer money into sex robots for their sex-deprived communities. I can imagine. I say Japan. I don't know, man. I imagine they would fucking start off with like anime sex robots. That would sell the best.
Do you ever notice how, like, this is kind of off topic, but you ever notice how, like, clean Japan is? You ever see pictures and there's, like, no trash anywhere?
They're nice
really
people.
weird.
Dude. They're really nice people. They
It's-
just
no,
don't.
it's-
They're not pieces
It's
of
like
shit.
it's a cultural thing, I guess, but like there's no litter anywhere if you look at any picture in all these big ass cities with like millions of people.
It's the robots.
It's the
Gundam.
robots, man. They're already
They're
there.
using the sex
Gundam,
robots
yeah.
to clean up the trash.
Hey, you
Yeah.
know they built a Gundam, fucking
Yeah.
like a real
He's
size
cleaning
Gundam.
the streets. Yeah. That is why it's so clean.
Clean the main streets.
They
He's the one
literally-
out there, man.
Apparently it's a thing.
Wait, what?
What is?
Robot companion.
Oh yeah,
AI.
yeah. I forgot.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're like AIs you talk to though. Like you type to them, right?
Ultimate AI talking sex robot companion, perfect girlfriend who knows you best.
Oh,
This sounds like
wow.
one of those
Yeah.
fake ads that would like pop up that if you click it'll give you a virus. You know?
No, in
Well-
the future, this shit's gonna get crazy though.
Yeah.
This-
Have you?
They're gonna have VR suits where you feel things.
I like that one. She looks like a robot.
Does it have to? Does it have to be a cyborg though?
Can it be anything?
No, I was just saying.
I
can
want
they-
it to
can
be a
they
goat.
Oh shit. Bet you could. I want like an avatar thing,
Like
but I
you-
don't want to have sex with her hair.
Yeah, that'll be the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
getting like
Man, I hope my wife's
avatar
not gonna watch this
like
podcast.
bodies, but they're like VR, and you're gonna feel everything in it. And when you're in the, it'll be basically
Yeah,
be the
it's-
Matrix,
It's
man.
Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Be the
I don't know,
Matrix.
Except
what's the
everybody's
movie,
naked. It was,
Dude,
it
Ready-
was all right. It was cool.
I enjoyed it, man.
I also heard Hardcore Henry's really good, but I haven't seen
That's
that.
like a point of view.
It's like a
movie,
first
right?
I
person.
didn't. Yeah,
First
I didn't
person,
watch
yeah.
that. But Ready Player One, my favorite movie is The Shining, and I did not expect that to have any part in that movie. And there's a part where that comes into play, and like the
Yeah.
way they recreate some of the scenes in The Shining is like even like the film grain like
Yeah.
looks all old and stuff. So
JT,
They did a good job with that.
no,
What's,
I remember
what's
that
the
scene.
movie what's that movie scene from where it's like they're sitting on the bus and that guy's like, "That's got to be the gayest jacket I've ever seen." And he leans out and he's like, "Hey, nice jacket." Then he flamethrowers the guy. What's that from?
I don't know what it's from.
It's one of those two.
That's hilarious.
I think it's from Ready Player One.
That sounds awesome.
Or Hardcore
It's
Henry.
hilarious. He's like, that has got to be the gayest jacket I've ever seen.
And he leans out.
He like in another language. He's like, yo, great jacket. Where can I get one? And the guy goes, looks
He
at
pulls
him,
out a
and he
flamethrower.
goes,
Just kills the guy.
That's hilarious.
That's great.
Oh my god.
What's that superhero movie with that dude from The Office?
Oh, dude, I know what you're talking about.
Which
Is it
guy
just
from
Super?
Yeah, I think it might be. There's that one scene where he busts the dude's face open with a wrench and it comes out of nowhere. That's just what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
you
all
seen
like
The
a
Boys?
chill scene where they're like sitting in a line of the movie and then some dude pisses him off and he walks away and just comes back with a wrench and just like busts his face open. You're like, whoa, what the fuck? That just got real as shit.
Vigilante justice.
Was it John Krasinski or was it someone else?
No, it's the guy who plays Dwight.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm. It's a good movie.
it really was.
I'm not taking note now.
He's a good actor.
It really
Speaking
is.
of
That show's
movies,
hilarious.
Have you ever seen a Serbian
Hey,
film?
mute that if you're gonna
No.
play
What?
it out here, just
Have
so
you
we
ever
don't
seen
have somebody
a
else's
Serbian
like
film?
copyright stuff on our
Yeah.
podcast.
okay.
A Serbian film?
I think
What
he
is
was
that?
going to show you the video, but
Yeah, you could show it. Just have it muted so like the audio's not playing on the podcast.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
totally gonna play the audio.
We were
oh,
talking
I didn't know that
with
mattered.
Yeah,
Joe
like you
Blue.
get pulled from YouTube.
It's a
Dirty
fucking
Blue.
video.
Yeah, but I mean, if I don't know.
Dude,
I
so
don't
many
know the
people have
rules.
reposted that shit.
Man,
like,
I don't know the rules, but I know YouTube pulls shit. They probably won't see our video,
yeah, I
but
mean,
who knows? I'm staying
They pull
optimistic.
everything, dude.
They're watching.
Fucking YouTube.
Alright.
They watch everyone.
Here, I'll put it in the middle or whatever, and then.
It's better with the audio.
But yeah, so he's like,
Let's go.
that's gotta be the gayest jacket I've ever seen. And he like looks at the dude. Dude's like walking over. He's like, great jacket. Where can I get one? The dude just like comes up and.
Fucking flash him in the
Flamethrowing
face.
him, dude. Just straight like in the video ends, you can see like when the video ends, the dude's like has his head out the window and it's just like full of flames. Like that's
Oh
just where
my
the video
God.
ends. It's hilarious.
That's
Fucking
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What movie's that?
Oh yeah, I gotta see what it's from.
I think it's Ready Player One or Hardcore Henry. I think it's Hardcore Henry because you said you've seen Ready Player One.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
that's
seeing
definitely
that.
not
I
Ready
imagine
Player
you'd.
One,
I'd
though.
imagine you'd remember that one.
Yeah, that would be one of my favorite
Yes,
scenes.
It says a scene from the movie Hardcore Henry.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That's
I heard
what
it was
Turbo was just
alright.
talking about.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
Hardcore Henry. That's
I
what you were
hear
just
it'll
talking
make you
about, wasn't
motion
it?
Sick, though, if you're not.
It's the first person movie.
If you're not
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, where it's like from his like.
It's an interesting
Yeah.
concept, but
You watch The Boys, man?
yeah.
No, I went over to my friend's house once, and he was watching The Boys, and I was just like, "What movie is this?" And he was like, "This is a TV show," and I was like, "God damn, this looks good as fuck."
Yeah.
It's
And
super
then
good.
I haven't seen anything else past that, but it was like early on when it first came out, so it was probably like the first episode.
Second
Yeah,
season
it
just
did.
ended, so
It's
Nice. Yeah.
It's really good to get into. If you had Amazon Prime, I recommend it. Like it's-
Nice.
or steal your friend's Amazon Prime.
There you go.
Yeah, like I
That's
did.
the way to
for-
do it.
I have my own Amazon Prime, but I used my friend Lucas's for over a year because he would buy stuff on his Amazon Prime all the time.
You
And
could
so
just
I had
watch
like,
it.
yeah, I had the new season of Rick and Morty on his. And
Hell yes.
he bought the Harley Quinn show, which was surprisingly good.
Really?
That animated show, it was pretty funny. But and he has a bunch of other shit. But thanks fucking PlayStation, because my extended hard drive got corrupted,
No.
so I've lost all my
No.
passwords and shit. I mean, I have still all my save data. I could still
Okay.
like download my shit. PSN backs up your save
Oh, okay.
data, but I'm just gonna have to re-download every fucking game I own.
That's the worst.
Dude,
Yeah, is what it is, I guess.
dude, the PS5's coming out pretty soon, right?
Dude, I
Yeah.
need a good video game to play. There's like nothing. I was getting excited for Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Delay.
fucking
Oh.
pushed us back.
But I'm kind of okay with it. As long as when it comes out it's good, I'm okay with a
Dude,
little
people are
pushback.
giving the guys,
Yeah.
like, death threats and
As
shit.
long as it
Ridiculous.
doesn't
oh my God.
as long as it doesn't suck, you can push it back. I just don't want people to be fucking pushing out shitty games anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
There's so many shitty games that people hype up for so long. You get like every few years you get like one, maybe two like great games where you're just like, what the fuck is everyone else doing? Like Red
Dude.
Dead 2, like make some fucking shit like that.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 is worth the wait from Red Dead
Yeah.
1. I mean, that game is a
I still haven't
masterpiece.
played it, honestly.
It's the most realistic Western video game you'll ever play, man.
It's goddamn amazing.
I'm a cheap
Yeah.
ass and I just buy $15 games all the time. I've been playing The Binding of Isaac lately. So I have like 200 hours in it.
That's
Wow.
Wild.
Dead is fucking awesome. It might be the greatest game I've ever played.
I could agree, man. Like, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
Like, I spent time just hunting in the game.
Yes, dude.
And I'm like,
Yes, dude. I spent so much time hunting, dude.
Trying to
Holy
find trophy
shit.
animals, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. Okay, so once I figured out how the binoculars work and like how to read the wind and shit, dude, like I would get really immersed in it, and I would sit there and like specifically figure out what I was gonna hunt, and then I'd hide out and I'd use my binoculars and I'd track fucking animals and shit.
Dude,
God
it's
damn,
in
it
depth.
was awesome.
And that's just their hunting. Like,
Yeah.
you can fucking play
The
poker
story,
in this game.
yeah, I played a shit ton of poker, but the
Same.
story is one of the fucking. I literally had no idea how to play poker until Red Dead,
That's
and
awesome.
then I was like sick.
It's all luck, man. Like,
Yeah.
all of that's luck.
Is it Texas Hold'em?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the
That's
story is also
same thing.
fucking
It
amazing.
is.
Different.
And it's got different endings depending on how you are as a character.
Mhm.
If you're an asshole or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
You've got
Kill
like,
everyone.
yeah, you've got like honor or whatever, kind of like Fable or whatever.
Yeah, you
I
can
never
be like
played Fable.
honorable or
Neither did
dishonorable.
I, but I watched my little brother play it a bunch. He played all of them
It's
as
supposed
a
to be
kid.
really good.
I
Like,
thought they were releasing a fourth.
I think
Fable?
they are for
Okay,
the
yeah,
new
I thought they
Xbox.
were working on it.
I think so.
There was one game you played a lot, and I watched, and it was really entertaining. The Last of Us.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
never
a good
played it
one.
because I didn't have PlayStation. I've always had Xbox.
It's a masterpiece.
But there's that React channel on YouTube, whatever, and they had like, it was either like adults or like teens react to The Last of Us, and they literally had like a 14 episode thing where they had like 5 or 6 kids sit down and play the entire game. So I just sat there and watched them play the game.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it's funny you say that because I have a friend that lives up in Missouri now. That when the game came out, he didn't have a PlayStation. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this game. Can I borrow your PlayStation?" So I
Nice.
gave it to him for like 3 months. He gave it back and gave me the game. He's like, "I don't have a PlayStation. You can have it." I'm like, "Cool, dude. Okay." He like wanted to play it that bad, and
Yeah.
I understand why after playing it. It was a really
No, that was a
good
great
game.
story.
Great. Like,
Fucking Sean James being on the trailer, the song for the trailer. It's pretty cool because
Oh,
Sean
really?
James is from Fayetteville, yeah.
no shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the
That's
song
badass.
that Ellie plays on acoustic guitar is a song that.
For Last of Us 2?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Sean James wrote that song.
No
Wow.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he made some money
Hell
off
yeah.
that. I don't know how much, but yeah.
That's awesome. I want to
Like
play
that
the new one.
Naughty Dog money.
Pretty penny, I guess.
Yeah, Naughty Dog probably paid it.
Naughty
pretty
Dog's
good.
always good, dude.
It's
don't
Jack
release
and
anything.
Daxter,
Dude,
what up?
Jack and
God,
Daxter.
yeah, dude.
Fucking right.
I
Man.
never played it. I always wanted
It's
to.
the best
might
trilogy
be-
on PS2.
That might be my favorite childhood game. I
Thank
didn't
you.
like
I
Jack
agree.
2 and Jack 3. My brother played those a lot, so I saw them, but Jack and Daxter.
OG Jack and Daxter's pretty good. Jack 2 was like futuristic GTA ripoff.
I just didn't like how he talked, man. Why'd they have to make him talk?
Yeah.
He didn't talk in the first
Shut
one.
up.
Yeah.
Speaking of talking, man, I was at Barnes and Noble with my girlfriend the other day. She was like getting Christmas presents, and I saw
Oh, shit, I need to get Christmas.
Legend of Zelda manga, and Link talks in that manga. I believe he has.
Mm.
I don't know if it's.
Well, I guess
just
it'd be
kinda-
kind of hard to like write a book about a main character that just doesn't speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
just grunts.
I mean, I guess with manga you got pictures, so
Yeah.
it's a
but-
little easier. But still,
It looks pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
the fact they have Legend of Zelda manga gets me hyped that maybe they'll one day make an anime for it.
I wanted to play Breath of the Wild because I heard that was really good.
It's
but
the
I
best
don't
Zelda
have...
game I've ever played, man.
Nice, hell yeah.
I'm borrowing my friend's Switch right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I beat it in like 2 weeks, and then
Nice.
I was hoping that when you get done, they'd be like you can still go explore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that wasn't the case. So
It just
fucking
it's
take
just
your
like
time.
end of the game,
Yeah,
basically.
Take
just
your
like-
time. I ended up going back to like the save right before I walked
Oh,
in to
yeah,
fight
yeah.
Ganon and fucking
Yeah,
just teleported out of the castle and
So-
started.
yeah. I've heard it's
exploring.
really good.
Didn't they re-release? What was the GameCube one where it was the really cool cell-shaded one where you were
Wind
sailing?
Waker.
Yeah, didn't they re-release that?
Yeah,
They
I never
did.
play. I watched my brother play that one a bunch.
I never played that one, man. It's one I really wanted to
Yeah,
play.
I played it a little bit, but my brother played the shit out of it.
Hell yeah.
That graphic style is underrated. I think it's cell-shaded graphics are really cool looking most of the time. Like, I mean, Borderlands uses that.
Yeah,
Like-
dude, cell shading
Yeah.
is sick. Borderlands, I really
Konami
like that.
uses that. It almost always looks
Breath of the
good.
Wild is kind of cell shady.
Yeah, it's got an
it's kind
interesting
of
art
realistic,
style.
kind of cell shaded. Like it's cool how they did that.
Hmm.
It was a pretty game. Don't get me wrong. I've never really been into Zelda, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair,
it's,
dude.
it's a good game.
That's
I know it's subjectively a good game.
I
but-
played Ocarina of Time as a kid on 64, but there weren't a whole lot of games on 64 like back when we were kids. So you got like Ocarina of Time, Star Fox, and like Mario.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
64 was
Donkey
the
Kong
shit.
64. You've got like the
Dude,
5 games that everybody plays on 64.
Did you ever play the Forbidden 64 game? The Forbidden game. This was forbidden in my household after we rented it
Oh, okay.
What
in
was
Blockbuster.
Is it called
Was it
Forbidden?
Conquer?
or
No, it's
Command?
called Conker's Bad Fur
yeah,
Day.
I knew it. I
It's-
knew it.
That sounds super familiar, but no, I never played it.
Man,
The game
yeah,
has
it's
a
like it
D-Day
looks
moment
like
and it's fucked
yeah, it looks like
That's
a kid's
hilarious.
game at first
That's
glance. My
hilarious.
parents weren't very aware of the rating system at the time, I
Oh
guess.
yeah.
And so, like me and my stepbrother, we're like young. We're like 7,
Nice.
and we rent Conker's Bad Fur Day. And I mean,
It
it's
sounds
the main
like
character's
yeah.
a squirrel. And your name is
Exactly, yeah,
Conker,
it
and it's like a
sounds-
kid's game. You'd think, but they're cussing and they're drinking
Fuck
and they're
yeah.
fucking.
I had a game. Voodoo Vince was on
Oh
the
my
original
gosh.
Xbox,
I played
and
that.
I loved it. And then my
It's so
mom
good.
came into the room while I was playing it, and he said like shit or something, and she was just like, "Yeah, no more of
Yep,
this."
that's-
And I was like, "No, this game's great. What are you
That's how it
talking
is.
about?"
That's what happened to me playing
Yeah.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. Man.
Dude,
Mom
Conquer-
came in the room while they were cussing, and that was it. No more rated M games.
I didn't own the game,
Yeah,
but I
that
played the
sucks.
demo. And the demo is the mission where like it starts out where it's like it's literally copy Saving Private Ryan, where you're like running up and people are like losing their arms and shit, picking them up, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like sitting there 10 years old. I'm like, oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Off subject, but
That's okay.
I pulled up on Internet
Look at more
Explorer.
porn.
No.
Back to the VR.
I'm
porn.
done with that.
So I found a video.
Back to the
Those-
Oculus.
Those sex dolls are like $4,000.
That's not
And
bad.
it's weird though.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
It's an investment.
yeah. You get to like pick their nail color.
Yeah, it's
and
cheaper
everything.
than a girlfriend in the long run, man.
Exactly.
It's true. $98 a month, by the way.
Oh, financing.
For those of you interested,
There is financing. So.
$98 a month with financing.
There is. It pulled up Bing, which I need to change that. But there were 39 of like the best gifts of this new year coming up, and number 4 is QGrips, and it's a thing that you stick in your ear, and it pulls out your earwax.
Yes. I love it.
I
I'll take
always-
one.
I always thought that that you weren't supposed to stick the Q-tip in your ear hole.
Yeah, I think that's why that thing
That's
was
why that thing
invented.
sucks it out, so you don't.
It's so-
Drills it. It's a fucking
I
drill,
know,
dude.
It sucks it out, but I feel like some earwax is good for you.
No,
It like
I
fights
hate
off
it.
different things that come inside your ear.
It's
Yeah.
Just like
possible.
you're
Makes my
supposed to have
headphones
nose
gross.
hairs and stuff.
It's possible, but I don't like it.
Nick,
It looks disgusting.
have you guys
I'll
ever,
take one.
Have you guys ever seen
I'll take
Going back to porn, have you ever seen it? It's a comedy scene. Like, it wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was really funny. It's this guy filming, and, like, you know, they're going at it, and he's eating this really long donut. And, like, the guy looks over at him, and he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, you want some? And he, like, seductively eats the donut, then it zooms in on the girl's face, and she's like, what the fuck? I've got it pulled up if you want to see it.
Pull it up, yeah.
Is it an actual porno?
It's actual porn, but, like, it just...
What?
It's only 37 seconds.
Here on the Salesman Podcast, we're watching actual
Oh
porn.
yeah, I think I've seen
Yeah,
this before.
It's so funny. Just watch as this guy fucking pulls out a donut.
That dude is such a generic porn camera
I
guy.
know.
It's Long John.
Yeah.
Like, the guy looks over, like, kind of confused, like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Just keep going. Oh yeah, yeah.
There
I've,
it
I've
is.
seen this.
Look at the girl's face.
She's like, what?
That's fucking
That's
great, Trevor.
ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
I wanted to link that to you guys the other day, but I thought it would have been kind of weird, but I'm drunk now, so it's funny.
No, we
I
would have.
don't know where
That'd
I've
be
seen
great.
that before, but I've definitely seen that before.
That's
I
wild.
think I saw it on Reddit the first time.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
we've got a group chat that's nothing but dank memes
There you
among
go.
us
It's
and
super good.
a couple of other friends.
Brian and Lucas.
I'm disappointed you didn't share that the other day, Trevor.
Yeah.
But that was good. You just
I'll
showed
link it now. I just
Mm,
imagine
it's
like
kinda
when,
late.
The
when
boys
I
would
link
like
it, it's
that.
gonna say pornhub.com and everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck, Trevor?
Everyone's gonna click on it though. Do you think
Yeah.
anyone's gonna judge
I
you?
know.
The group chat doesn't care, man. We just want to see stupid
Fucking
shit.
hot, dude. Hello.
Hello.
Mm.
Drinking too
Did you
fast.
guys watch the new Borat movie?
No,
haven't.
I didn't
It
even
was
see
pretty-
the first one.
Oh
I didn't
damn!
Oh,
either.
dude, it's
They're
really
pretty good. They're
It's
classics.
free on Amazon, so
Yeah,
If you have
Both of 'em.
Prime, right?
yeah. If you have Amazon Prime, they're
yeah.
on
But
there.
I mean, it's what
$15 a month, I think.
I mean, it's expensive, but at the end of the day, you get faster shipping and all that bullshit.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Amazon. Fuck you, Amazon. Don't let Trevor try to
No,
get
yeah,
you
no,
sponsored.
fuck. I don't pay for it. My mom pays for it. It's not my shit.
I pay for my own because I don't know. I don't know why. My mom has Amazon Prime. Your mom has Amazon Prime. I know. And Shannon, my girlfriend, has Amazon Prime. Like, no, maybe she canceled hers because I had one.
I don't pay for my Hulu, my Netflix, or my Amazon Prime.
I don't.
They've got family
you don't
accounts.
like
Why,
it?
yeah,
I
why
guess
do I need
Amazon
to-
Prime, I guess, is the only thing I pay for, like streaming wise and subscription wise. Other than that, like, I'm definitely on my parents' Disney Plus, which sucks because their only thing to watch on Disney Plus is Star Wars and The Mandalorian. Like,
Dude, I would fucking go back on some fucking old school Disney shit.
I've gone, yeah,
Aladdin.
I did that like the first month or so, and then
Yeah,
now
and
I'm
that
like,
probably gets old quick.
yeah, it's like, damn. It's like I don't remember there was so much. Like when I was a kid, I just blocked out all the singing in those movies. I
Yeah,
watched because
that probably sucks major ass.
yeah, you go back and you listen to it, and you're like,
I'm
God
not a big
damn.
fan of
That
musicals.
bad. They're not.
Dude, you want
that
to check on the camera and make sure it's still like solid. Also,
Yeah.
while you're up, can you grab me a shiner?
Oh,
bad. What a
damn.
double
Nice.
He
play
got him.
there.
He got him. He got him.
Yeah,
So-
sorry, bud. You got me last night. So.
He got him.
For some reason,
I think you did.
whenever
Pretty sure you did.
I was younger, my dad would not let me watch the Disney Channel. I could watch
When you'd be-
Nickelodeon or I could watch Cartoon Network.
Thanks, homie.
See, I feel like Cartoon Network was probably the one that pushed it further than.
I
Oh,
love
for
that
sure.
show.
Out of the three
Some
channels.
Nickelodeon shows, man. Some Nickelodeon shows were kind of weird. Like, what is it, Ren and Stimpy? Or whatever
Yeah.
it's called?
Yeah,
That's a
that was
great-
that was
a
pretty
great
weird.
one. I
Yeah,
love
but
that.
it like pushed some stuff that little
Yeah.
kids
There
It
was
was
a-
out there.
There was an episode where they played like a board game with like an electric fence and Ren like peed on it. That's all I remember.
I mean,
Age.
they
I'm
had
gonna try
some
that.
really fucking out there shit on Nickelodeon back in the 90s and early 2000s for sure.
Wasn't Hey Arnold Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
So was All Real Monsters, and that's like,
I never watched that.
what?
Yeah, there's like the one fucking monster's just like holding the eyeballs or whatever.
That sounds
Yeah.
really familiar. I can
There's
picture
one
what
that-
it looks like too, but I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah.
They like toenails are like their currency in that show.
Ew.
Yeah.
See, I remember. Yeah, I remember the visual, not the actual show.
I went back and watched. I saw it somewhere on some streaming service a few months ago and watched a few episodes. And I mean, it still holds up. It's definitely a '90s Nickelodeon cartoon, but
Nothing doing it for me.
Yeah,
What do you guys-
I knew that's what he looked like, but
Who
I
is it?
just typed it in so
No.
you could see the people,
Oh yeah,
characters.
Cat
Cat Dog.
Cat
Dog
Dog
was
was
the
the
shit.
shit, man.
Yeah, we'll get down some.
that
Rugrats.
was fucking-
Rugrat. When I was a little kid, Blue's Clues
Yeah.
was the shit. Until
The
I
number
figured
one.
out that Blue was a girl, I was like, that makes no sense. Especially because Magenta apparently was a boy.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
As-
That show was
needs
stupid.
to be
That was the
switched
other way
around.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you just ruined that for me, man. I thought Blue was a guy the whole time.
I'm never gonna watch it again.
Fuck you, Steve.
What happened to the original Steve? Like
He
He
quit.
started losing hair and was like, I don't want to do that
Yeah,
on
he
TV.
was too old, dude. He had to expand his career.
I
thought
did-
It was like some Pee Wee Herman type shit.
No, he's cool.
No,
He's cool.
He was a cool
straight-laced
guy.
Yeah.
But he got replaced by. Who did he get replaced by?
I don't know, but it was supposedly like his cousin, right? They
I mean, I guess in the show,
In the
I did a
show.
monologue in high school in drama class about how Steve left and Joe, that was his name.
Joe, that's
Joe came
right.
in and ruined the fucking show.
Yeah.
So I had a whole rant that I turned in as a monologue for drama class about how
Nice.
Joe fucking ruined the show
Hell yeah.
because I procrastinated. And like night before, I was just like, all right, I got to do something.
This is how Joe ruined Blue's
Yeah.
Clues.
Basically,
But Rugrats was the shit
Yeah,
after that.
Rugrats,
Same for
yeah.
me when I was young.
Yeah.
Blue's Clues and
Rugrats
Rugrats.
was the shit.
There was one point in my life too where I was watching Blue's Clues on the television,
Mm-hmm.
and
As one does.
my dad came in and he was like, "Are you gonna stay inside and watch this shit, or are you gonna be a real man and go ride your dirt bike?"
And be like, I'm gonna fucking watch this goddamn Blue's Clues, cause this shit's sick.
Fucking dope.
It's fucking mail time. What the fuck are you talking about?
I went out and I rode my dirt bike.
Oh damn.
Oh, dude.
Man.
You
Damn.
missed out on some
Shut
good
up.
adventures.
Yeah, dude.
It's mail time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dude, you guys remember Face? The thing on Nickelodeon. It was like in between commercial breaks. It was just a face on the screen.
What?
What the
It was
fuck are
on
you
like,
talking about?
yeah, man. It
That
was like,
sounds familiar.
I'm face. Here's the next show.
That's
Creepy
hilarious.
as fuck
Yeah.
sounding.
Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Oh
shit?
yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely remember that.
Yeah.
I don't
His name
remember
was
that. What the
I'm
Face?
fuck?
pretty sure his name was
He looks like
Face.
Super Meat Boy.
He used to, yeah, he would change colors.
Yeah, he would change colors. He was like the Nick
Wow.
Jr. thing. If you're watching Blue's Clues, you would see
don't
Face
remember
for sure.
this.
Yeah, me
Freaky.
neither.
That's crazy.
I don't like him.
It's weird shit like that, man. I mean, the 90s were a weird time in the early 2000s.
Well, back whenever we worked at McDonald's, they were trying to take out Ronald McDonald,
What?
and they were putting in a new mascot called
Who?
Happy.
Yeah,
What?
it's just a
And
Happy
Happy
Meal.
is a Happy Meal with a face on it.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
fucking
don't know if it's
stupid.
if
They
it's
did
ever
get
They're
rid
been
of
both
on
stupid.
anymore.
Yeah. Before then, pretty much every McDonald's owner operator had access to a Ronald McDonald or hired their own Ronald McDonald that they would send to fucking Chicago, Illinois, to Hamburger University for like however long to
fucking
learn how to be
ridiculous.
Ronald McDonald. And
They got paid bukus.
they
of
got
bucks
paid
to
big bucks.
dress
We're
up as a
friends
clown.
with the guy that used to play Ronald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
does
you
he
got to
like
do to, like, how hard
Dude,
is it to be Ronald? Is it
I
hard?
don't know, man.
Is it difficult?
I thought he was an asshole when I talked to
He
him.
was
that
a-
one
like-
time.
Yeah, he's stressed
He
the
was a
fuck out,
dick.
dude.
Dude, yeah, I talked to him at the golf. The first time I talked to him was at when we volunteered the golf tournament that
yeah.
our McDonald's company does every
It
year.
wasn't.
And
it's
I was just like
yeah.
asking him because I was driving around on golf carts dropping off beer to people, and I was like, "Hey, man, do you know where hole such and such is?" And he's like, "Why don't you read the path?" And he drives off on his
Damn,
cart.
dude.
And I was like, "Dang, bro, you're fucking
Damn,
savage,
Ronald."
Ronald."
towards the end of like the working at McDonald's, him and I became like pretty tight.
Yeah, same. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's interesting. He's very interesting.
Whenever
Is that
we
the-
were gonna
oh,
D
never
and D
mind.
with him a while back, 'cause
Dude,
apparently he's really big into D and D.
he D&D is harder than we
Yeah,
do.
Super
he's
hard.
he lives role playing as Ronald McDonald, like,
Wait a minute.
like, yeah, like
yeah.
obviously, like
think he plays
he's,
the same character.
yeah.
Whenever he, whenever the McDonald's Corporation got rid of Ronald, they essentially told all the owner operators,
Is
"There's
Ronald
only going to
gone?
be, yeah, there's only going to be one Ronald nationally now."
Right, like
And he
the
tried out
clown
for it, and he
itself.
made it into like the top 25 or some shit.
Nice. He
I
just
bet that guy
travels
makes
from
so much
McDonald's to
fucking money.
McDonald's.
But he didn't make it to the finals. He wasn't the final Ronald.
Is he
so-
settled at one McDonald's, or does
Yeah,
he travel?
He
No, he
does
doesn't
ice
work
cream
for
machines
McDonald's
now.
anymore.
Oh, really?
He's
Not
just
anymore.
Ronald and
No,
just
no, no, he's
retired.
talking about that
He's
guy
like, I'm the
before.
only Ronald,
the
and
guy-
I'm done.
Dude, I'm sure the one Ronald, I bet
Hanging
he's
up the
like,
red shoes.
he sits on the fucking Iron Mac, and he, and he
That's
does,
throwing him Big Macs.
yeah, it's a
fucking
throne of
melted.
Big Macs, and he sits on it, and he makes all the executive decisions for McDonald's. That's what I dream, anyways.
Why are people shooting off fireworks today, dude? What the fuck?
Dude, wait, they're not shooting off fireworks, man. They're
What was
shooting their
that?
neighbors because
Yeah.
the election's over.
Yeah.
Go grab a gat out of the room.
Do you think it'll get as crazy as people are anticipating? Like
No.
boarding
No,
up houses
absolutely
and
not.
shit?
People exaggerate it.
Not around here, at least.
Not here.
No, not around
Maybe in
here.
Harrison.
We're,
Yeah.
we're civil in Northwest
Yeah.
Arkansas.
I'm gonna fuck up saying this word. Rural areas.
Roll.
Rural.
Roll.
Fayetteville.
If you want to
Rural.
say it, yeah.
Rural.
Earl.
Say it like an Arkansan, like that. Roll.
Rural. The U's
Bedville.
almost not even there.
Yeah, the using
Rural.
I feel like it should be pronounced rural.
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 rural. No,
Just take the
wait.
U out.
Rural.
Just
Take
there's
rural,
make it
like
make it
Earl
R.
with an R.
Earl.
Rural.
Rural.
Anyway.
Guys are fucking stupid.
Not good at saying that word. Never been good at saying that word.
They're definitely gonna be most pissed in rural areas, but I mean, dude.
Sounds wrong whenever you say it like that.
I mean, it's the truth. Listen,
Roll.
roll,
I'm
roll.
not. I
Over
totally
here,
agree with
over
you.
here in Fedville, because all of Northwest Arkansas is just Fedville, F-E-D-ville.
Yeah, be like, oh, I'm going over to Centerton. Where's that? It's by
Fargo.
Fayetteville.
Yeah, no, you'd be like, it's by Bentonville. Like, where's that? It's by Fayetteville. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're going to Fedville? Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's talking to people we
Positive.
know in Harrison, Arkansas.
Nice.
All this whole area is just Fedville. No Fayette. Fayetteville's not a thing.
Football.
Fedville, yeah.
Football. Jesus.
Hey, I'm not meaning to hurt your feelings, friends from Harrison.
It's just a matter
Just
of fact.
fucking say Fayetteville, right? I'm talking to you, Granny.
Damn.
Man, so yeah, how was that podcast? Oh, they talked about video games, porn, and how to pronounce words.
Roll.
Some
Fed.
A
early
little bit of
20 shit.
education in this
Hey,
podcast.
I want our viewers to be educated and
Ooh.
get nothing but the facts here. And the facts are there's reptilian people living among our government. And
Hell yeah, brother.
and honestly, there's some of them in bands that you like. Yeah, believe it or not. As we were talking about Lars earlier, he is a reptilian
Lars
alien.
is a reptile.
He's a reptile, man.
Hillary Clinton smells like sulfur.
Yeah, according to Alex Jones,
From
she smells like sulfur. But
She's from
I
hell.
can tell you right now, Lars Ulrich is a reptilian alien from outer space, and he's trying to enslave
There's
us.
actually 3 of them.
Yeah,
You
there's
never
the
know which one
Greys.
you're
The
gonna get when you see
reptilian
him.
trilogy, or
Yep.
Trinity.
3 reptiles. Oh,
Yep,
there's 3
they
reptiles.
run shifts.
3 different types?
Makes
Or
sense.
is it
No,
just
there's
like,
3 Larses. They're all reptilian.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
they run shifts because they can't stay in the
Yes,
Lars form
yes.
for
so
too long.
you never know when you see them which one you're gonna
Is
get.
one nice and
And
one like an
actually,
asshole, like-
one might start the set and the other one might finish it for
Shit.
him. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
My man.
And there's also
That's
Napster
kinda-
Lars, the one that went after Napster.
He passed away.
Yeah,
to be
Rip.
fair though,
rip.
he was right about Napster.
He was. I mean, he
as
like
big of
saw
a
it.
dick as he is, he was right about Napster.
They lost probably so much money on royalties since then. We've never had money from music, so
Hell yeah.
like fucking listen to my shit for free on Spotify, guys.
Yeah.
How
Yes.
do you, what is it like after? I know it's like YouTube. Like after a certain amount of hits on Spotify, every time you get paid like a fraction of a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
but they just
Twitch is the way to
introduced.
go.
I feel like we've probably made like 30 cents maybe.
Yeah,
Damn,
Nice.
holy
You know,
shit.
that's just me guessing. I don't
Ballin'
know.
right
I
there.
If we made any money, I have no idea. That's how much.
so if
Yeah.
you
It's-
were
it's nothing.
an individual artist, like a solo artist, for you to make minimum wage from just your Spotify streams, you would have to get like 15,000 a day.
I just feel like Spotify is probably not where the income's coming in. Like I've got
No
a buddy, like back when me and Rafe were in Vessel, we toured with this band from Dallas a couple times called Iori, and their guitar player Charlie, good friend of mine. Like I've stayed over at his house, he's stayed over at my house. He moved to LA like several years back, and he doesn't have a job. He lives off of his music, and he's just like
yeah.
kind of does the kind of like pop singer rapper type
Okay.
shit
Hey,
or whatever, but
whatever
he's solo
works.
artist.
Bills,
But yeah, but he's constantly putting videos out and constantly doing all kinds of shit. So it
I
seems like he's constantly hustling to have several sources of income to be
Right.
able to do that.
That's
so.
the way.
He has like millions of hits on Spotify too. So
Dude,
like,
yeah, I'm sure that helps.
I'm sure he gets something from that. But
Yeah.
Dude, like Dragon Force, I know is really big on Twitch. You
Yeah.
know, like the gaming.
yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
And I think Matt Heafy from it's Heafy, right? Heafy from Trivium also
Yeah,
does
yeah.
stuff on Twitch.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
it
Herman
makes
Lee
money.
and what's his nuts from Polyphia, Tim Henson, whatever. He does shit with Herman Lee. I don't know.
Twitch
yeah,
makes
he's
some
like,
money
yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You just gotta
Apparently
if they
so.
subscribe, you get half of what Twitch gets. So like,
that's pretty cool.
I think it's like $5 to subscribe. But
and
get
if you
2
have
gig. So,
Amazon Prime, you get a free sub.
yeah. So
Wow, no shit.
So yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, then you haven't subbed to somebody on Twitch, you get a free one.
I'm gonna have to check out Twitch. I mean,
Twitch
Trevor
is
talks
pretty
about Twitch a lot.
So
Yeah.
a lot of it's gaming, but there's also like people talking. Like I was talking to. There was someone who's been doing a political stream lately, and he got 40,000 subs in the past few days. Imagine that, like $5 a pop.
Like, there's people that just do like under the category of just like real life streaming, and they're just like got a camera set up in their living room, and they're just hanging out.
Yeah, they're just
Just streaming,
charismatic.
so
Doing
you can literally just stream whatever.
That's
Like
pretty
you
cool.
can be outside doing like an actual, like not on the computer, not a like game activity or whatever. I don't know.
People watch it, I guess.
I mainly watch
interesting
people
sometimes.
playing video games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
well, it's kind of cool how like
There's the occasional
in
one
our
that I think is
lifetime,
cool.
like watching people play video games has become a whole new like thing
Yeah.
in entertainment. Like
Yeah, it's
nobody back
interesting.
in like the 2000s were really watching people
Yeah.
play video games.
It's the way like because my stepdad and like some of my like older relatives are just like that makes no sense to me like because even like the younger kids like they're super into watching streamers and stuff like that and
Yeah.
they're like that makes no sense and the way I think about it is it's almost like that's kind of like their version of like sports or whatever like
Yeah.
you like to play football but you're not that good, so you like to watch like professionals play it really well. It's kind of that same thing where it's like I'm a
Dude.
casual gamer, but I like to watch this guy because he's like really
Whooping
fucking
ass.
good at
Dude,
playing.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
You
That does
made
make
me you made me
sense.
think of two things. So I always thought of it like when I was younger, I'd play like Sonic and shit. And my little brother would be like too little to understand it or whatever, so he'd be watching me play. And
Yeah,
he'd
yeah.
enjoy watching me. It's like watching your older brother play.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
also
yeah.
like some of it is like there's esports, which
For
are like
sure.
people earning like hundreds of thousands of dollars to play the same
Yeah.
games you're playing. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
especially with those like match-based games
Yeah.
or whatever. That
Yeah.
can that's really
And they get like really strategic with that shit. Like,
yeah, it's
It's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I got super into World of Warcraft for like a long time, and
Oh, yeah?
there's like early in World of Warcraft, it was just a guild, but like as World of Warcraft and like esports and stuff has grown, like this guild method has become an actual like company and a corporation, and they like have several
Yeah.
like
it's
people
wild,
on their
dude.
team, and like they've got sponsors, so it's like these guys are all sitting in like sweet chairs with like all these crazy computers. Just but yeah, they're basically like employees of a company that started as a guild, but like their whole thing is they make money off streaming like raiding and then doing like
Wow.
PvP and just like playing World of Warcraft and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
Another
fucking
good-
work day.
Another
Yeah.
example is like
That's pretty great.
League of Legends makes
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
Dude.
they
yeah.
pay their people to like practice and strategize and like play normal games. It's just
Yeah.
a fucking video game, and you're strategizing with your team and learning how to play so that you could beat the other guys, and then
Yeah, it's
go
not
for
even like the big.
championship.
Yeah, it's not even like the big tournaments or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
like getting ready for the big
Yeah, just
tournaments,
practicing,
and just
playing-
streaming that.
Playing
yeah.
some normal ass games, and
People
you're like, okay,
get
we need
pumped.
to do this
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
It's
wild.
it's and those people approach it like the same way that somebody that would be a professional sports athlete would, like as far as like
Yeah.
Get
how
backed
often
up,
they do it. And yeah, and like
training
there's
and stuff.
strategy as far as like they're practicing and like
Yeah.
really trying to like hone in their skills.
I wonder
but
if-
it's just, people sitting in chairs fucking
Yeah.
clicking keys and
It's like that guy on that South Park episode, the
Yeah,
World of
yeah.
Warcraft. Like,
Dude, I don't know. It's people say it's not a sport, but it's like it's the same concept of you're strategizing, trying to beat other teams, and it's competitive. Competitive is like the biggest point of it.
it's
Yeah.
everything
It's a
except the
sport 'cause it's
physical
competitive.
aspect of
Yeah.
you physically
It's-
doing it.
Yeah.
hey,
You're
dude,
still
it's
fighting
still
it's
risking
all-
carpal tunnel. Like,
It's
Yeah.
all mental. Yeah.
What's up, Brandon?
what's up, Brandon?
Yeah, check and
Yeah, I'll
make sure
check
the
it
phone's
again.
actually recording. And also grab me another beer, please.
Yeah, so the past
Brandon, you grab a
podcast
beer.
that we've had,
By the way,
Past-
Cody, you need to use the rest. Down the hall to the left.
Shiner, buddy.
you
Thank
can
you.
just pee anywhere you want.
Appreciate
Sick. I'm gonna piss right here.
Yeah, that's
Just under
fine.
the table on the right.
Yep. Nope.
I
In
like
this
to-
chair.
I like
Just
to
the
put it
chair.
on the chair because it like retains. It's like actual leather, so
Thanks,
it
homie, you're the
retains
best.
the moisture.
Yep.
And you just
It
kinda
pools up.
play-
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
with
You can
puddles.
just keep
Yeah.
it there for as long as you need.
Yeah,
Then.
I love it.
And then yeah.
We had the past couple of podcasts that we've done. We've been using Nick's phone because we don't have an actual camera,
Uh-huh.
and it's great quality, super great quality. I think it's a Samsung or something. No, it's a Google phone. He's got some Google Pixel or something.
Juju.
But
I'm gonna just get on the couch and climb around.
Get it, brother.
has.
Get it.
I think we had one podcast to where it actually filmed the whole time. For some reason, it just like stops and it says that he doesn't have enough space.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah, yeah,
does,
yeah.
you know, that kind of thing. But it's like a Google phone, so he's got all this space on the drive. And I would assume that it just like gets fed up with the bullshit. It's like, look, dude, there's no action going on. You guys are just sitting here talking for fucking forever, and then time's out. I don't know. It's weird.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. What do you think about the selection stuff? I don't really want to get into it too much.
I haven't been paying attention. I didn't vote.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
If I would have voted, probably would have voted for Kanye.
Kanye, nice.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I saw he got a percentage.
Did he really?
Something. I don't know. There was a decent amount.
I,
Not as much as D's nuts. I saw an article that said D's nuts was written in more than Kanye was voted for. So
Someone just shot a firework and it sounded like a gun outside.
no, they
It's
didn't.
probably a gun.
It sounded like a 22. Someone just fucking popped it off.
He's
That's all it
lying.
was like.
This guy's over here telling lies. You probably can't hear him, which is okay.
Maybe you saw the outrageous.
So,
people.
Turbo, I just noticed you're the only one without a hat. You had a really cool
Yeah, where's
hat.
your hat, dude?
Well, because I was okay. So I was wearing
See-
the headphones because it sounds really cool in the headphones. To
Nice.
Like have
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
like, all the
yeah.
voices and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, when we're
Um,
fancier, we will get everybody headphones. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
gotta
now,
start
this,
somewhere.
this
We're
is
not
what
that
we
good.
got.
For now, we got hats.
Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Howie Hawkins?
Howie.
I don't know.
He was green. I don't know what that means.
Green Party, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you looking at election results right
Yeah,
now?
because he said that
D's nuts
These
was
Nuts was a person.
Again?
Well, people
Again?
people
Oh, yeah.
people wrote in D's nuts more than Kanye got voted for.
Oh,
Really?
damn.
Yeah.
I saw an
Sorry,
article.
Kanye.
It was a headline. I don't know. If, I
I'm
don't actually
not.
believe it. If it's there, it's there. If not, fuck it.
Damn.
Kanye West got.
I was really hoping-
2,000 votes.
Really hoping that he was
Nice.
going to win, honestly. Like,
Kanye.
could you imagine Kanye being the leader of the free world?
Maybe about the same
Sure.
as,
It would be
No.
great.
Yeah.
I listened to him on Joe Rogan, and it was at first like the first half hour was really hard for me.
Yeah.
And then after I got like used to how Kanye talks, I started to understand him a little more. Like, okay, he'll get to it eventually, but he's got to
takes
go.
him- yeah.
He's got to go all the places he needs to go to
Yeah,
get to the
he
story.
gets wild about it.
Dude, I think he was on David Letterman, I think it was, and he asked a question or whatever, and he was like, "Have you ever voted?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, "So you have no say in this matter?" And Kanye was just like, "Oh, I guess you got me." Like, it's like really awkward. He's like, "Yeah, great." It was so
I
funny.
mean, mad props for him to like have the balls to fucking announce his his run for presidency as a fucking rap artist who has.
I don't even know what his position was though. Like what?
I
He just wanted to be the leader.
He
of
just
the free
wanted to be the
world,
leader,
man.
dude.
Okay.
Like, that was Kanye's position. I really don't know. I didn't listen to the whole podcast because the Alex Jones one came out, and Alex
boy.
Jones is hilarious to listen to on Joe Rogan.
Dude's wild.
I've never watched InfoWars, but like I've seen all of his Joe Rogan Experience episodes, and it like makes me want to see the madness that goes on in InfoWars without someone to fact check everything he
I
says.
want to
funny?
watch
Like,
InfoWars. I've never seen it.
The,
I just-
you're
as a
turning the freaking frogs gay or whatever. Like it's funny because it's a meme, but it's also like kind of true. He was kind of right
Yeah,
about that.
the fluoride was
And
like
that's what
turning
makes it
frogs
good.
gay, apparently.
That's
It was actually
hilarious.
right.
It wasn't turning him gay. It was something about like if it was a female frog, it would grow a dick.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Yeah.
There was some truth to it, though. That's what makes it funny. Like, it was
Yeah.
kind
A
of right.
small amount of truth.
Yeah. I would like to get drunk with him and just hear him ramble on about like conspiracy
I
theories.
like to think he just bullshits it the whole time so he can make money, and he's actually just like a normal dude. And he's like,
I would like to
spouting out all
think
this
that,
shit.
dude, but-
Dude,
Yeah, I
feel
know,
like
I know.
I think
said
he's-
I'd like to think
I
that.
think he's deep in it. His
Yeah.
whole life is.
Yeah, and kill you. It's fucking what?
I just want to fucking know what his brain is thinking.
Explode.
It'd be hilarious though if he's just like a normal dude just trying to make money and like buying,
That's just his
making
act.
people buying
That's
all
just
this
his act.
bullshit.
You know, there's a real disease. Like it's mostly found in Japan. And it's like because you work too much, like overwork, and it, like people like drop dead and they die.
Holy shit.
I don't know if that would be a disease. Maybe their bodies just like push past
That's
its
just
limit.
people
Yeah.
dying.
or something.
Yeah.
Severe
It's just
exhaustion.
death.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Wow.
Nice,
Those are
dude.
deep.
That was
Those are
gnarly.
deep, boys.
There was some
Kar-
attack.
Ooh,
Karoshi.
again, man.
Karoshi.
Karoshi, that's what it's called when
Yeah,
people
which
die.
can be translated literally as overworked death. It's a Japanese term
Well-
relating to occupational sudden mortality.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I was
So-
saying earlier, they have a lot of cultural differences. It's like it's good to fall asleep at your desk because it means you're working hard and you're working so hard that you fall asleep at your desk.
Dude,
Like that's like looked.
I wish
like,
Circo
they
looked
think
at me
that's
like
good.
that.
And there's also a cultural thing where like you always have to go with your coworkers to drink after work.
Wow,
'Cause
that's cool.
They're like your coworkers. You have to like spend time with them. Like it's
So it's
really odd.
Whenever I worked for Circo, I got really good at falling asleep at the desk on Sunday mornings. I would
Sundays.
I would pull my hair down. Like most days, I'd have my hair pulled back, but Sundays I'd have my hair down. I would lean my seat back. I would get my hands on the keyboard and my
act like
other hand on the mouse and like just kind of like this, because over there is the end of the hallway. That's where the supervisors are walking. So I cover my face with my hair, and I just like slouch down and nap. And every like few minutes, if I wake up, I wiggle the mouse.
Yeah, so your
You know,
screen isn't black.
So it's not like full sleep, but it's also not like consciousness either. Like
It's a good.
It's a
relaxing
power nap.
state,
it's a
yeah.
power nap.
Dude,
and
ever since I've worked at
Stress nap, dude.
I did it
Just
every Sunday.
constantly on edge. You just go, shit.
Ever since I've worked at home, I go to my room for lunch break and fall asleep for 30 minutes. And it's awesome. And then I wake up and just eat my lunch really fast on the clock. I'm like,
Fucking right, dude. When I went to college, I had a scheduled nap every day. I like purposefully scheduled 2 of my classes an hour apart so I can sleep in the NWAC parking lot and get those Z's.
I went for a little bit. I wasn't a fan of NWAC, though.
Dude,
I went for like a week or so, and I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to do this.
Wasn't a fan of college.
Yeah, I think I was more of not a fan of college. But
I really enjoy naps.
Naps are great.
I do. I feel like it's a good brain refresher too.
Dude,
Sleep is just good.
Yeah,
but
it
like,
is.
I feel like if I ever sleep more than an hour, I wake up kind of feeling like shit.
More than an hour?
Yeah.
Napping,
like if I
right?
nap more than
Okay.
He
No,
I was
only
about to
sleeps-
say,
he sleeps like 40 minutes.
Just
every
like
night.
that. You live a miserable life, sir.
No, but if I nap and then I wake up like after an hour, I'm like, oh, I feel like shit. I'm all super groggy and I'm just like pissed the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm not pissed, but I'm definitely just like, damn, I could
I should
definitely
sleep
sleep.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
exactly.
definitely keep sleeping because that was great.
Yeah.
I'm also the type of guy that whenever I wake up, I have to go through like 4 alarms. And chances are I'll miss
That's a
2 of
bad
them. Like
habit.
I'll
Yeah.
completely sleep through them, but then the ones that do wake me up, I snooze them like 5 or 6
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
So I set my alarm like an hour before I actually have to get out of
Yeah.
bed because I will fucking just keep
Dude,
snoozing it.
You got to stop doing that. That creates a really bad sleep habit. You got to start getting up on the first one. Like I've
I
changed
tried.
that recently and it's great.
I tried,
like-
man.
Dude,
I woke
You
up
gotta
this
put your phone
morning and
across the
looked-
room.
my
That way,
alarm never went
you
off
get
to
up
wake
and
me
yeah,
have to,
you got to
like-
put your phone across the room.
Yeah.
And only set one.
What if I don't?
They-
Because if you set a shit ton, you're basically just training your body to sleep through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's-
dude,
that's
they,
what I've done.
But if
They
you
may
put
stop
your
doing
phone
that.
on the other side of the room,
I need to
then
get
it's
up.
not gonna stop
he
until
won't.
you get
Turbo's
up.
such a heavy sleeper. He won't hear it unless it's like right by his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, that's why I
He's-
have to keep
dude-
it right beside the pillow.
Yeah, I
That's
can.
awful.
know.
I can get up on the first alarm, but I hate my life for like the first 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, you're
And then you're
I
happy you
definitely
did it
do.
later.
The
'Cause I
worst
just hate
thing
getting
is
up.
when you wake up like a minute before your first alarm, and you're like,
No.
I still got time.
30 seconds.
yeah,
Yeah.
fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel every Sunday.
Whenever I wake up, like I wake up really early and do DoorDash in the mornings, in the nights sometimes, and I have to do the multiple alarms for the mornings because like I typically, if I DoorDash that day, I'll like wake up at 5:30, DoorDash from 6 to 9, and then take a nap, and then go back from like 5 to 9 that night. And dude, the morning. I've tried so many times to wake up early on one alarm, and I just sleep right through it. I don't remember any of it. I wake up, and it's like 10 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
I
then
set an
your phone's
alarm.
Like, you have a missed alarm.
You just wake up, you feel great, and you're like, I slept so good.
Yeah,
Why did
really.
Oh wait, shit.
Yeah.
I miss money.
That's yep.
But, dude, they make alarms that are like, it's like a fucking rocket ship that you like plug into it, and whenever it'll like, your alarm goes off, it'll shoot the rocket ship out, and you have to find it and
That's
put
it.
it back.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, there's a dart one too where you have to hit the dartboard. right?
My roommate has hands down the most annoying alarm I have ever seen in existence. Because he's gone on the weekends, and he sometimes forgets to unplug his alarm. So there's several times I've woken up at 5 or 6 in the morning to just a bird chirping. But it's just so the first time it happened, I thought it was outside my window, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" And I was so like delirious because I was like just barely awake. And I eventually found that it was coming from his room. But the thing is it's like a light that gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and the sound gets louder and louder and louder until he wakes up. So the fact that he's not there, it just gets... By the time I open his door, I realize he's not there, and I open his door to turn it off. It's just the loudest thing in the world. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, why is this so fucking loud? I hate it so
Dude, that
much.
may be what Turbo needs,
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly.
Like,
I think the rocket ship thing would be cool. as long
That's
as it's
that's
not-
hilarious.
Yeah, I
and
like
what
like
if like
that.
you had a messy room and it's just lost and you can't find it?
Goes under something.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Unplug it from
give
the
you
wall.
incentive to clean your room, I guess.
Unplug it. That's what I would do, is just unplug the son of a bitch.
You need to get one that's like a basketball hoop. You gotta make the
Yeah.
shot.
You gotta
I
make
would
like
never
so
make
many
you,
shots.
you gotta dunk it.
Make the
You gotta
shot.
dunk it.
You gotta keep on dunking it, dude. You have to do like 3 consecutive dunks.
Yeah, you gotta be conscious enough to dunk it. So I
But
mean,
like
you wake
it
up-
has like a camera on it, so you have to do like the Jordan like spin.
Yeah.
Turbo, that's
If
why I
it's
didn't want
not
you to get up to get my water. I wanted you to bring it so I could like keep sleeping today.
If it's not a 3-pointer, it doesn't count.
Ooh, yeah. You have to like
Yeah,
set
gotta do
the
it from
marker
behind
in
the
your room.
line.
How do you-
The
Nope.
ball has like a
Stepped
chip in
over
it
the
that
line
knows
on
how
that
far
one.
away.
Nope. Alarm's still going.
It's like like the bowling alleys. They have like that sensor that. if you
Yeah.
cross- some of them do. But
It's
if
like-
you cross the line, it like has a siren that goes off. It's crazy.
Dude, have you guys been to Top Golf yet?
Yes.
That's some
Is
fun
it
shit,
good?
man.
Yeah.
I had a
Really?
blast. Go on
I-
Tuesdays. It's half price Tuesdays, man.
Nice.
During the day, right?
All day.
Yeah,
all
I
day.
hadn't
take my grandfather
tried to
there.
hit a golf ball since I was a kid. And
Same.
I was terrible. By the end of it, I fucking,
You get it?
Dude.
I was smacking that shit, dude.
I feel you though. Same. My stepdad golfs a lot. Taught me how to play golf when I was a young lad,
Nice.
and
Every day.
I went with him like twice. I wasn't
Dude.
that good, but
So what happens if you hit it in the highway? Like,
It
You
won't.
can't. There's
It-
a net.
there's
It's
a
so
huge net.
high.
That high?
Yeah, yeah.
if you can
Oh,
hit it in
ain't
the highway,
fucking
I
with
would
it,
be
dude.
impressed.
okay, I didn't realize
Yeah.
the net was that high. I saw the net, but I was like, what if they hit it?
Yeah.
in the river?
Nah, dude, that shit's
I-
massive.
Tiger
Not
Woods.
gonna not meaning to brag, but my last shot on Top Golf, it's like a timer that shows you how long you have.
Mhm.
And like the last shot, it was like 20 seconds left on the clock. I got my last ball out and I hit it, and I somehow got into the bullseye of the furthest target. Not from it like landing in there; it bounced a bunch and got in there. But I felt like such a hard ass.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, I got in the very back.
Does it
But
light
it-
up whenever you make one or anything?
I mean, they're just
And-
constantly lit
Give
up.
you a
Yeah,
little
they're
celebration?
constantly lit up. The balls have like a chip in them that like can tell where they go.
Yeah.
And there's a screen
cool.
next to where you're hitting that shows how
Yeah.
far it went, or
Is there
like
any confetti or anything?
that'd be cool.
Mm.
Also,
If that was how, there's so many booths of people hitting balls that it would just be constantly going off.
yeah,
Can-
the whole
that would
fucking
cost
thing
so
would
much
be
money.
confetti. I almost ate shit because it was like they just mopped, and I was like wearing these shoes that are really comfy, but they have like no tread on the bottom. And I'm like walking to my Top Golf place, like slipping around. It's like, oh my god, I was on the second floor too. I'm like, I'm gonna fall off this and break my fucking neck swinging at a golf ball.
Did they have any wet floor signs up?
They had a few, yeah.
Okay.
Can't sue.
Damn.
Yeah, my stepdad's always been super into golf, and I want to
Don't at
go.
me. Don't at me.
I want to play like an actual. Oh Jesus!
I told you. I told you I like to get loaded for these.
There you go. Do your thing, man.
That works, man.
But yeah, my stepdad's super into golf, and I wanted to go play a round with him, but I think the weekend that we went to Top Golf was because they were having a tournament up at like the Pinnacle Country Club. But I started playing disc golf like
Yes,
2 years
dude.
ago, and I got obsessed as fuck.
See,
so.
that's crazy that you started 2 years ago, because I started maybe 3 months ago.
They're
Really?
pretty good
And
ones.
yeah.
Pretty good
Yes.
one in Centerton.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
and-
play that all the time. So let's
Yeah,
fucking play.
let's
some
do
disc
it,
golf.
dude. I mean, I've got some-
played
We're gonna do it today.
We
I
we
played
fucked around too much.
like 36 holes today.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I almost
play-
went.
I
Did you
play
play in
often.
Centerton today?
No, I played in Fayetteville and Springdale, but I played in
I'd be down.
Centerton like the past like 3 days.
Dude,
before work,
if you
so.
want, like, if you don't have anything going on tomorrow, I'm free all day.
Shit.
I don't know.
I'm off
Trevor.
after 6.
But if you want to play
it's
some disc golf, like I
so-
suck.
I gotta work
I
it. I gotta
know.
work at 4, but
Okay.
yes,
If you want to go before you go to work,
Yes.
dude, hit me up.
yes.
Fucking
yeah.
my girlfriend's house is right by the one in Centerton.
Yeah.
We could go over there and like partake in some CBD smoking, and
Hell yeah, brother.
and it's like you could just like fucking. She like literally lives in the neighborhood behind that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's fucking great. I just started playing that course like this
It's
last few days.
honestly kind of a tough beginner 9-hole.
Yeah, like there's a lot of obstacles,
That's what
man.
you're saying.
The creek is like in play on every hole, and when you first start playing, it's a bitch. I've got
Yeah.
a stick that extends like way far out, so if I throw a disc in the creek, I can just fish it
You
out
could-
real quick.
That's
Yeah.
That's a
So
good
that's
idea.
taken the stress of playing in Centerton like way. Because before it's like
That's
you throw
awesome.
into the creek and then you got to spend like 10 minutes looking for a fucking stick.
Yeah,
And you're
dude,
like, there's no long sticks. I guess I just
Help
lost
me.
a $20
I'm,
disc.
I'm not that
fucking
smart,
blows.
man. Like I like literally had my girlfriend hold my ankles while
I mean, really,
crawled
whatever,
into the creek.
whatever you got to do to get it back, man. Honestly, I've lost too many.
When We
Are
need
they
to,
that
Yeah.
buy
expensive?
more
20
discs.
bucks
We
for
do
a
need-
Dude, I've got my bag in my car, and if I counted up like how much money, like just I've spent, if I counted up how much, I've got a couple discs that are worth like triple what I paid for them just because they were
Shit.
super limited runs. But
Is it
Wow.
like?
I'm carrying around way too much
Do you
money.
get that
while
at
on
like
the course.
Academy or something? Where do you even
They
get that?
have like super basic brands, but in
Okay.
Springdale there's a at JB Hunt Park they've got an 18-hole and a 9-hole, and by the 9-hole they've got a store called Dynamic
Oh, okay,
Discs.
so you buy it there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's specifically a disc golf store.
That's
Cool.
cool as
Yeah,
shit.
that's pretty awesome.
So yeah,
And
I'm
support local
there.
businesses.
Yeah, I'm
Hell yeah,
there
brother.
all the time. I played their 9-hole there twice today, and
Hell yeah.
I'd go in there and hang out with those dudes, and I've gotten some pretty sweet deals on their used rack too. So
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I've gotten some like really expensive discs for like $4. It's like
Damn.
I'm snagging
Nice.
that. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I've gotten really obsessed with playing, so I play as
I'm
much
sure
as I
you've
can.
got the technique down. I like maybe it was
It's-
the other
I
night. I
forgot.
YouTubed like the proper technique.
Yeah,
on how,
yeah,
Like
yeah.
apparently like the lawnmower pull thing.
Yeah,
is-
yeah. You
that's a
want to
thing.
act like you're. They say elbow the midget.
Yeah, elbow the midget.
Yeah,
and then
elbow
just
the
let it
midget.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
And following through. I
Yeah.
was not following through. The
Yeah.
first 3 or 4 times I disc golf, I didn't follow through at all. And now I
Taint.
No, it's super interesting because, like, just in like the 2 years I've played, like the first time I went out, like what I was able to do compared to now, it's just like I don't know. It's really fun to have something to like get better at, like progress and be like, I suck at this, but I really want to get good at this, and then
Yeah.
to like notice that you've gotten better. You're like, fuck yeah, that's badass. I wanted to be able to do that, and now I can do that. So
I bet you're one of those guys that cause you've been playing way longer than I have. I'm sure you're one of those guys that I look at that are teeing off, and it's
Damn.
just like, whoa, like look at that disc fly. Like I want to do that.
yeah, like because I'm left-handed, so all the holes are like backwards for me
Oh damn.
from like right-handed people. But
Which is crazy to me because you're left-handed, but you played right-handed guitar, right?
right-handed
And-
guitar and right-handed, yeah, I play all instruments. I
And
do-
Eric is right-handed and plays left-handed guitar.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
nuts.
Eric's just weird. My dad just didn't remember that I was left-handed when he bought my first guitar.
Dude, no, it is more financially responsible to
No,
play
no,
right-handed.
it really
Trevor's
saved me
left-handed
money.
too.
I'm left-handed too,
So
and
is
I was
Trey.
just like, I'm gonna learn regular so I don't have to spend a fuck ton of money.
Well,
Like-
okay, so guitar, my dad forgot that I was left-handed, so I just had a right-handed guitar.
Oh yeah,
That
Thanks,
saved
Dad.
that saved me money in the long run.
it really does. Yeah.
Well, it saves me money, and then it
JC.
also opens up the options.
Can you tap that screen and make sure it's still recording?
It's totally still recording, right?
Just want to make sure. Okay,
Hell
cool.
yeah, sex.
Good.
Hell
Just
yeah.
want to
Um,
make sure it didn't cut out or something.
No, dude, we're
But,
good. We got
uh,
that Google Pixel technology, bro.
Oh yeah, brother. Anyway,
But yeah, it also like opens up your options because you go to Guitar Center and they've got 2 left-handed guitars and like
Right.
yeah.
40
Oh,
right-handed guitars.
oh, right.
Yeah, and those 2
Yeah.
lefty-handed guitars are like twice as much as the
Oh,
other
for
guitars.
sure.
So. But
They're
then
just a piece of
drums,
shit.
I still don't own my own drum kit, so I've just grown up watching drummers play. Like, even though I've only been playing drums in a band for like a couple of years now, like in high school I was constantly watching drum playthroughs. Like I've always
Hell yeah.
paid a lot of attention to what the drummer's doing and the music I listen to. Like I always like think of it like the bands that I really like and the music that I really like, I study it almost. You know what I mean?
I completely
yeah.
understand.
I go through stages of being like, I am gonna listen to the guitars, and I just listen
Yes,
like
yeah.
very intricately to what the guitars are doing, and then I'll have a stage where I'm like, oh, I'm like listening really closely to what the drummer's doing, and so the albums that I really like, I kind of like
dude.
know all of the instruments
Yeah,
front to
dive
back.
in-
Yeah,
dive into
yeah.
different phases of it.
I-
like-
Yeah, and
know
I've
exactly what you're
learned
talking
a
about.
lot. Like when I worked for Jimmy John's, I'd deliver sandwiches, and it's around the time that One of Us Is the Killer by Dillinger Escape Plan came out. And
Dude,
I
I've
would,
been in Dillinger lately. They're so
dude,
fucking good.
that album specifically is a really good one. But I would drum on my steering wheel, and like I don't know if like this is actually what he's doing, but as far as just like making the same hits and like rhythms and stuff, I would play a song, and if I fucked up, I would start it over, and then I would just do that all day while delivering
That's cool.
sandwiches.
Dude, so you like didn't even know you were gonna become a drummer, but prepped
No,
yourself.
yeah, I just
You,
really like drums.
yeah,
and
you-
I just I mean, yeah,
you like
as far
prepped
as like
yourself
learning,
pretty much.
there was no reason for me to sit there and try to learn Dillinger rhythms on a drum, or like just even being able to like tap it, because I was always going to be the guitar player, but then being the drummer came out of the necessity, and it was like you've always really liked drums. You're constantly like tapping on shit, so like.
Dude, that works out. I mean, you were subconsciously prepping yourself for
Yeah,
the future.
it's weird.
man.
I've always really liked drums, and
But dude, like that, how you listen, like you're saying, like dissecting each instrument, each part.
Yeah,
I feel you.
yeah.
I do that a lot, and I do that with like certain bands. Like I find a band I like, and it's like goodbye, rest of the world. Like I'm going to fucking dissect this discography for the next few months until I hate it.
Mastodon and Baroness are a lot of the reason that I got like I feel like I don't play guitar a whole lot anymore, so I feel like I've lost a lot of like. I don't feel like I play guitar as well as I did like back when Baron was fucking doing shit and I was like writing stuff. But at that time, I was trying to learn as much Mastodon and Baroness as I could, and I learned so much like as far as like just playing and like writing and like picking up on like stuff that they did like frequently and like their little like tricks when like it came to writing. And
They have
so
very intricate guitar parts in both of those bands.
Yeah,
like,
very
especially
creative.
Baroness. Like I really love their harmonies that they have. Like that's in my opinion, like that's what a 2-guitar band should be.
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
like,
early Baroness for sure.
Yeah.
Like red
Wait,
and
were
blue.
they 2?
Yeah, they've
Oh, okay.
always had 2 guitars,
Okay.
man. But like in my opinion, if you have 2 guitar players, they should be playing something different until it's like something specifically.
Yeah,
you know,
like that's why I
everything is
kind of
fun.
like what Bones has going on is because we have 1 guitar player, 1 bass player, and just a drummer. So it's kind of like as long as it sounds like cohesive, like I would rather not know how to play what you're playing, just so I don't copy it. You know what I mean? And there's
I fall
something.
Into that.
Yeah.
I fall into that habit.
Like-
Sometimes I'm like, I learn what Nick plays, and then I like kind of.
Yeah, you
dude,
got
I
to you got to change it up a little bit. And
I'll
it's-
let Trevor know what keys I'm in. I'm like, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
We're in this key, and then we swap to this key.
And that's also
Go do your thing.
kind of exciting when it comes recording time because like when you're writing stuff you're paying so much attention to what you're doing and making sure you're doing it right, and so like it's hard to not only listen to yourself while you're doing it but like to keep track of what you're doing and making sure you're doing it right and fully listening to what the other people are doing. It's not until you've recorded it and sat down and you're not doing anything, you're just listening, that you can really like fully pay attention to the other people's parts, and you're like, oh, that's fucking cool. I didn't realize how that played off of what I was doing. Like, that's super cool. So,
Dude, I know what you're talking about. I mean,
Lots
that's
of
so
those
cool to like
yeah.
hear how your band actually
Yeah,
plays into
it's
each
funny
other,
because
like-
you're just like, oh shit, you've done that, and just like, yeah, dude, I've done that for 6 months
Every
now,
time.
and I was really stoked on that when I wrote that, and you didn't seem that stoked on it. It's like, sorry, I was so in my head about what I was
You're-
doing, but
you're
now
in
that
your
I
own
can hear
space.
it, that's fucking sick.
It's a
Yeah.
good way to be though, to like
And-
see it, and it's a good feeling to have too, where it's like, holy shit, like that's interesting. I never knew.
Yeah.
Dude, and honestly, like 100%, 115%, I ripped off the ABY shit from you guys and Baron. I saw you guys, and I was like, holy shit,
That's
that
a
is
good
how a
forever.
3-piece
Big
should
brain.
be.
Yeah, we.
Fuck.
I think we stole it from 2 pieces that we saw on
Everyone
tour.
steals it. It's okay.
Yeah, we went on tour and we saw like 2 or 3 different 2 pieces where it was a drummer and it was mostly someone playing guitar and playing it through a guitar and a bass rig. And we saw like crust punk bands doing it where they didn't really give a shit. They were kind of just like, whatever, as long as it's fucking loud. So we were like, we really give a shit about like tone and making sure everything sounds like nice and shit. So yeah, like I really like, we still kind of do the ABY shit with Rafe and the bass.
And doesn't Eric run multiple rigs
Wait,
too?
He does like, he's got 2 rigs, but he does like stereo stuff with his reverb and delay pedals.
Oh, okay.
I
So
didn't
you
know
get
Rick
like,
ran, too. I
he
didn't know
plays
he did that.
bass into a bass rig and a guitar rig that is also an octave
Yeah.
up.
Wow. Oh,
So-
shit. Yeah.
So that guitar rig's
That's
an
like some
octave
Royal
up?
Blood shit.
Yeah,
Whoa,
it's an
okay.
octave up. That way it
That
matches.
makes a lot of sense now.
That way it matches the guitar. So when Eric is doing his solos, it doesn't sound like we've lost anything. And a lot
That's
of people
cool.
think that Eric like loops shit while he's doing solos, and it's just Rafe's bass and octave up. to
That's
the
a
guitar
really
rig.
smart fucking rig, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember when we thought of it, but it worked out
Wow.
as perfectly as
That's
we could have
cool
hoped
as
it to.
shit.
So
Have you
yeah.
ever heard like I'm sure you've heard Royal Blood or anything like that?
Is that a band?
Yeah, Royal Blood. They're kind of like
They're like a two-piece. It's bass and drums.
Fucking
No.
what's the other name? There's another band that's like a guitar and a drummer. I can't think of what.
Well,
they're
guitar
called.
and drums. It's
21
like
Pilots.
No, not
There's,
21.
fucking White Stripes.
Yeah,
and-
White Stripes is what I was thinking of.
I mean,
Royal Blood does a similar thing where it's just a bassist that runs an ABY,
Mhm.
and he runs it through a guitar rig, so it sounds like it's like more full.
There was this band that Auric toured with called Late, and they had a bass player that had this custom bass, and it was fretless, and it had
I'm too dumb for that.
it
shit.
had like 2 pickups. The top pickup was only under the bottom 2 strings, and the other pickup covered the other 4 strings, and he had
What?
2 input or like output jacks or input jacks, whatever, you know what I mean? So
Whoa.
Yeah.
he had the bottom 2 strings going to a bass rig, and then the top 4 strings going to a guitar rig.
What?
So he was playing like he was a genius, dude. He's
That's
one of
some
those.
weird shit, dude.
That is
that's
fucking
too much
cool.
math
Yeah,
for
he's
me.
one of those. He's one of those guys that when you watch him play, you're just like, oh, you're really smart. Like you're not
Yeah.
you're not just jamming. Like you're smart as fuck.
Big
Those guys
brain.
are intimidating, man. Because I
Yeah.
just like fucking Trevor. He knows way more theory than I do, and
I
he'll be like,
know.
"What are you
Not very
playing?"
much.
know-
It's not very
I
much.
know 0. Me and
Yeah,
Rafe
cool.
know minimal. Like we've learned what we've had to learn like over the years, but it's honestly probably pretty frustrating for Eric because he knows theory.
Yeah,
And we like to write
it's-
weird off time
Yeah.
like shit, so he's just like that like and we're like, I don't know what it is, but it sounds cool,
Yeah.
so like whatever, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
more
figure
envious-
out what it is.
I'm more envious of like not knowing theory and still being able to come up with good riffs. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
more,
know.
that's cooler
Yeah.
than like knowing theory and
Trevor will be like, "What are you playing?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm 7 on the A string."
Yeah, exactly. That's me. That's literally
Theory's
me.
great and all, but if you're good, you're good.
Well,
It's like-
when I first started to learn how to try to like write music, because I like dicked around on guitar and stuff, and then my senior year I joined Rafe's band, and they were super into like the Chariot and Norma Jean, and
oh yeah,
we honestly probably played some pretty awful shows just because we were so focused on being wild on stage and jumping around that we probably just weren't very focused
Fuck
on
it.
making sure we played our shit right.
Fuck it.
But that's the kind of stuff that I like was initially introduced to when I was like trying to learn how to write stuff.
Uh-huh.
As they were like, here's Wars and Rumors of Wars by the Chariot and Oh God, the Aftermath by Norma Jean, and just drill those albums into your head, and it's just chaotic hardcore.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's like learn how to fucking throw people off.
And that's what you guys do. You did it with Baron, and you do it with Bones of the Earth, man. Like
Yeah, I feel like
it's chaotic, but it's not.
yeah,
at
Bones
the same
has a
time.
more. It feels like the least chaotic. It feels like the most cohesive.
Yeah,
So I feel like,
but Bones
Eric is
still,
good at bringing it together. I feel like
Yeah,
me and Rafe are all over the place.
do a shout out to the Norma Jean singer. He's a fucking cool guy. Drink some beer with him.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Norma Jean's cool as
Yeah.
shit, man. They're cool as
Yeah,
shit.
We,
I like his vocals a lot. He's
We
fucking
played.
You guys played at the new carpet shop with them, correct?
Yeah, we did that.
There's a new
That
carpet
house.
shop?
Yeah,
The house show tour that Norma Jean did. Whatever.
yeah,
So
awesome. Huh.
yeah. Shannon opened up a new carpet shop, correct?
I didn't know that.
Is that the guy who runs carpet shop?
Yeah,
that's.
the
I wasn't at the first carpet shop. That was
Oh,
the only time
really?
I'd ever
first
been.
carpet shop was pretty cool.
First carpet shop was cool.
was
Yeah,
interesting.
actually just a
Yeah.
shop with a.
Did you guys ever play the Swad Shop in Alma?
we did not. No.
God damn, that was probably one of my favorite venues like ever. When I first joined Rafe's band in high school, that was like our first like going out of town show to play. Was driving down to Alma, and it was like right down the street from the high school, like kind of down the street from the police station or whatever. But it's just like a hole in the wall venue, but it opened up into these big like vaulted
yeah.
ceiling room.
Huh.
Yeah, we
Wow.
borrowed we played so many like. From the Wreckage played there, and then Vessel played there. We played with Norma Jean there once. We played with Gaza there.
Jealous.
Dude,
Nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, that was one of my favorite venues.
That's
I
fucking
think
cool.
Black Sheep Wall played there. We didn't play that show, but there were a bunch of sick ass shows at that venue, and
That's
it was just
fucking
such a cool like place. Like I don't know, just such a cool vibe.
Are they still a thing?
Swad Shop? No, they sold the place. The drummer for Weed Needles, Ryan, he was the guy that owned it. But yeah, I guess he just he couldn't handle or just didn't want to deal with the rent, anymore. So
I understand that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We We definitely have like enough gear to open up a fucking small venue
Yeah.
if we wanted to, but I couldn't imagine like
It'd be
trying to
nice,
flip a
but yeah.
profit, like
Yeah, there's
just
no
doing
way.
a venue. There's
to
no
flip
way.
a
You'd have to
profit,
sell
yeah.
alcohol. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to be a bar too. I
And
don't
then you
think
have to
being
get-
just a
well,
venue.
Do you have to get like a what license?
You have to
is
get
it?
a liquor
Is-
license.
Yeah, which
Liquor
is like,
license
isn't
and
that like, is it the ATF that does that? It's like some
No
bullshit.
idea.
Like,
I have no
ADC.
idea.
It's the
ADC?
Is it
ADC,
the
ADC, the Arkansas
ADC?
Department of Corrections.
No, ABC. It's like.
More now.
That's how I talk to my dad. It's the ADC.
Shit.
I don't
You
know.
talked to him at 5 today, right?
She was
Weren't you
saying-
supposed to?
I think I did that yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
Whenever we played at Heroes recently, they were throwing a big deal about the ABC coming in and shutting them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. If you want to
Okay.
grab me another one.
Yeah. We.
Anything
I
else?
think it's like an American.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Turbo, you?
Like beverage consumer or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we played our first real show since COVID started a few weeks ago in Fort Smith. It was cool as shit.
I still haven't been to Heroes.
Heroes is cool, man. It's
cool. It's a hole in the wall for sure.
it's definitely
Sick.
like a dive
Yeah.
bar, but they've got murals.
Wait.
It's got a lot
It's
of
on
paintings
Garrison.
in it and everything.
Is it tiny as fuck?
Tiny as fuck for sure.
I think we did play
They have
Heroes.
murals
There's
on the side
lots
of it.
paintings.
Maybe.
Like it's got like Jimi
I think we
Hendrix
did when
and
we
fucking David
did
Bowie.
that. We did a no, the run that we met up with you guys in
Did you
Dallas.
guys hit up Heroes, but like
Oh.
after that or something?
I think on the way there.
No
Dude,
shit,
Dallas
because
was
we.
so
if
I
you
don't know
guys
if it
were-
was Heroes though. I don't know.
Dang.
It was we played
Was
in
it
Fort
was in
Smith,
the fort.
and it was a tiny bar.
Was
Like
it
we
Old
walked in
Town?
and we were like, Old Town. That's
Old
what it
Town's
was.
the
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Tiny.
The Old Town
We
feels
walked
cool,
in
though,
and
man.
we were just like,
Turbo.
so where are we gonna set
That
up? And they were
Old Town?
just like,
right there in that
yeah,
corner.
right there, like by the jukebox. And I was just like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, dude, like.
Dude, the one time we played Old Town, I mean, it's a really tiny bar. There was maybe like 30 or 40 people there, but it feels like you're playing to 1,000 because
No,
so
it was
many.
sick. Yeah, it packs
Yeah.
out. That's the cool thing about places like that. Like,
Yeah, because like you don't have to have a lot of people there to have
Just
a
gotta
very
pack it out.
packed
Yeah.
room, and it's
it's just the energy. Once people are spaced out, fucking people get awkward.
So
Yeah.
what was the Texas place we played where it was like it was a bar next to here and then like the actual
Oh,
venue
the
right there?
brewery.
That was-
and
that
then
was
it was a
the
brewery
brewery.
and
A
a
comic
like
book
record
shop,
shop.
right?
Yeah, a comic book
Yeah,
shop.
that,
That's
dude,
what it
that was one of the best times I've ever had playing a show. That was fantastic.
That was awesome, dude.
They
That's
could
super
not have
cool.
done that better. That was
yeah,
great.
that was a great night,
The
dude.
beer
That was
pretty
a
good,
wild
too.
fucking night.
I got way too fucked up.
Dude, me too.
We all that Waffle
Sitting there in the
House
Waffle
journey,
House,
man.
I was like,
was-
we're gonna
yeah.
die.
We thought Turbo was gonna get us killed.
I didn't even do anything wrong, man.
Well, it was It was interesting. The guy that you were talking to was fucking with you. So it seemed like there was some tension for like a good few minutes,
Dude, it
until
did.
he was eventually just like, "I'm fucking with you, dude." And then he kept getting fucking with you, and then I was like, I don't know if he's like actually like
Yeah.
pissed at you, but then he'd be like, "Nah, we're cool," and I'm just like, dude, just let us eat, man. I'm so
Yeah,
fucked up right
I
now.
had
Like
no
I can't
clue.
handle
I
this.
had No clue. I can.
Shout out to
Terminus
Ray
man.
for
Yeah.
driving our drunk asses down
I
there.
know.
Like, he was-
Terminus was sitting across the table like,
Yeah, they didn't
No,
know
it was-
there. They
it
were
was-
like these. We don't know.
they
you
didn't
guys.
know us. If we
Yeah.
got in a fight, I wouldn't have wanted them to help anyways because it wasn't their.
Oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't.
well,
They
they're
wasn't
fine.
it was
I-
Turbo.
Rafe,
Like, don't risk your fucking neck for Turbo, dude.
dude, I would
A
have
dumbass.
dove in and got my ass fucking pounded. Like,
Dude, I was like,
I was just trying to eat eggs.
yeah, I would say, man, I was on a
was trying
different
to toast
dimension.
toffee.
I
That
could
was
not
all I could
fucking
do.
fight if I needed to. Like, if I needed to, I could have fought. But
dude,
I,
I had such
violence
bad
was
stomach
like the
ache
last
from
thing on my mind. I
Dude,
couldn't-
Did you guys get one hitters that night?
one hitters from.
Yeah, I got a little fucking one hitter.
Did you get it from fucking
It
what's their
says
name? Green Thumb?
It says DFW Doomfest or whatever.
shit.
Wait, hold on. I might have it on my pocket.
Shout out to
That's
Sarah
so cool.
Surfling once more for fucking throwing the DFW fuzz.
Yeah, okay,
fest.
so
That's
I was
awesome.
already really drunk because they give you like 3 free beers and they were very high alcohol
Very
percentage.
high
Dude, they
alcohol
were-
content.
Yeah, and for
They-
some reason we pushed it with the strong ones.
yeah,
but
so did we.
That's
Somebody
free.
came up to me. One of the dudes from the other bands handed it to me. Was like, "Here you go, man." I was just like, "That's not mine. Like, that's somebody else's." I thought thought I dropped it. He was like, "No, man. Like, we're just." I guess they had ones left over. It was kind of like near the end of the night. And he was just like, "Yeah, I just want to give it to you, man." I was just like, "Hell yeah!" And it's got a
Hell
little
yeah.
small little one hitter,
That's
but
so
it's a little
cool.
wooden.
Like a little
Well,
dugout. Or
yeah,
something?
a little dugout box,
That's
whatever.
That's
It's just,
fucking cool.
I don't know. It says DFW Doomfest on it, or Fuzzfest is what it says.
Fuzz-
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
there was a lot of cool bands there though. Like
Yeah, it was
Lady
really
Killer put on a
interesting.
kill show. They're not even a band anymore, but Lady Killer was a cool
I
ass
have
show.
a Greenbeard shirt.
Greenbeard was cool, man.
Nice.
I
Those guys were
believe
super
I
cool.
partaked in some smoking with Greenbeard.
Those guys were really cool. They had some sweet gear too.
I'm pretty sure I was smoking with one of their band members.
Yeah,
I don't know. There was a lot of smoking going on.
Guitar player was really humble, like surprisingly humble. It was crazy.
That's
Like
cool though.
talking to their drummer, I was just like, "Oh, these guys are cool. Like they actually like tour. Like they're an established band. They know what they're doing. Like they're not just like some random like local." But then like talking to their guitar player, you would never know that like he like toured or like he seemed like just
Fucking
like random
a
like
human.
local kid that's just stoked to be there kind of
Right,
shit.
yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
I was just like, dude, you've got gear and you guys are like, I don't know.
They're
it,
like-
just, it was very
They're pretty
very,
well known
very-
in,
Who was
in
it?
the
yeah,
Texas
yeah.
area.
The guitar player for
Greenbeard.
Greenbeard.
Oh.
He was extremely humble for how cool that band was.
Yeah,
I think that's a good way to be.
Yeah, for sure.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
But
how
it
you
was
should-
it was like unintentional. It wasn't like he was trying to be humble or whatever. It just like
Right.
seemed like he just kind of that was how he was.
That's really cool.
Dude, I'm gonna try to find it right now, but I met this guy on Discord that used to play in like the Fayetteville scene like a while back, and he played with is it Tony? It's like Tony Danza and the whatever. Like
Yeah, we played that show.
yeah.
No
what,
shit.
What is the name of the other band that played with you guys? Because he's in that. He used to be in that. He's
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
yeah. He was a really cool guy. I talked to him
Young
for a
Turbo,
while.
pull that
Something
up.
like ruins.
Yeah.
It's like within the ruins.
Maybe that. I think that was.
That
it was a while back.
if it's a Fayetteville band, that wasn't it. That Within the Ruins was the big touring band or that band that we're on tour with. But I'm trying to think of who we played that show because we were supposed to play. This was from the Wreckage back in high school. We were supposed to play with the Dillinger Escape Plan.
No
And
shit.
That would've been
George's.
so fucking cool, dude.
It would have been really cool. I didn't know who Dillinger was at the time, but we had been.
Man.
A lot of people told us we sounded like him. That's when
Really?
that's when we were trying to be wild and fucking crazy and shit. But
Yeah.
we were like 17 at the time,
Shit.
and it was an 18 and up show, and we're like, we don't
Fuck.
know anybody 18 and up. You know what I mean? So Ruben was the one that booked the show for us, and we were like,
Ruben's
hey,
badass.
yeah, he's literally like over the years like progressively hooked. Like he used to hook us up back in the day when we were first like starting out back in front of the Wreckage, and like we were just like bullshitting whatever. Like he got us on shows like Norma Jean and a bunch of cool shows. But
Yeah.
love that dude. But we were like, we can't sell any of his tickets because we don't know people that old. And he was like, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to take you guys out that show. But I know how stoked you guys were, so I'm gonna put you guys on the show the week before down the street, opening for Tony Danza. And at the time, I was jamming the shit
Hell
out of
yeah.
Danza 3, so I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
I
I'm
really
fucking
listened to them,
stoked.
but I've heard they're pretty good.
I like Danza 3. That band, like, every album transformed except for, like, the
Okay.
vocalist.
Okay.
But the current guitar player for Amir, Josh Travis, was the guitar player for Danza 3 and Danza 4. And he did some really fucking cool, like, pitch shifting shit. Like, he had, like, the double rig setup where the second rig was, like, just like a fraction of a second delayed, so it sounded like naturally like two guitar players, and he would do some weird
Wow,
like
that's cool.
pitch shifty,
Okay.
fucking chaotic shit. I don't know.
That's pretty cool though.
he was a
that
badass.
Slight delay.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about AB Wine. Like it's I mean it's the same.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I got
Everyone's
I mean got the idea from you guys and I talked to you about it years ago and you told me to run one wet and one dry and that's what I do.
Oh
So
yeah,
whenever
that
I,
yeah,
That's
dude.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
Good, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
running
know.
it wet and
I-
dry definitely makes a difference whenever you're running effects through that other one. You know.
I don't know where I got that idea, but that was something I always wanted to do. Where I was just like, I just hate when I want to like soak my tone in like reverb and delay how it softens up.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I want it to be like I want to feel the space, but I don't want it to soften. I don't want it to round the edge. I like to have that like sharp tone, and I felt like anytime
Yeah.
I would turn up like the delay or reverb, it would soften the edge, or it would kind of like it would.
Yeah.
It, so I was like, I want like a really sharp rhythm tone, and then just have a rig that I can have like zero bite to, like no attack. It could literally just be the ambience. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, it was.
Turns out it sounds really badass.
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Yeah.
Like, fucking thank you for showing me the ABY
Yeah, no
path,
problem,
man, because
man.
that's helped me on my
I
quest for
definitely-
tone.
Yeah, I definitely saw a lot of other people. Yautja was a band that did the ABY stuff.
Fucking
that
another
was
badass band you showed me. I mean, Yautja's
My
the
favorite drummer ever is the drummer for Yautja.
shit. And
Tyler
you guys
Coburn.
opened for Yautja, didn't you?
Yes,
in Little Rock.
and I got to watch him in person and feel like a
Damn.
fucking bitch, dude. He's so good.
Dude,
Oh my god, he's
I
so
want to
good.
open for Russian Circles. Like,
Yeah, I didn't
Dude,
go to
I
that
know,
show,
right?
but I heard they were fucking amazing.
The Terminus opened up for them. Fucking
Yeah,
I'm
Raven and
jealous.
Eric went
I'm
and
so
saw it.
That's
fucking
badass.
jealous.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean,
Russian
well
Circle's
deserved. I
fire.
love Terminus'
But,
last album. It's good shit.
I like both their albums. The Terminus's and your guys's. Your guys, I have it in my room somewhere.
Which one? Oh, the first album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's
Hell yeah.
fantastic.
No, Terminus is sick. They've been around for a while, too. Like, they've been around playing shows about as long as me and Rafe have been in different bands, but they've just stayed the same band.
That's cool though.
Yeah,
That's,
they've always had a cool name. We've gone through a few shitty names.
Dude,
I like
the-
Bones of the Earth.
Dude,
I'm
I
the
mean,
stoked
Salesman
on
is
this
such a
one.
shitty name.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
fucking-
Fuck.
we're just
Relabel.
known as the Salesman now, so we're still
Yeah.
rolling with it.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're gonna
we
be
sell
so
we sell
creative.
T-shirts. You know,
I feel like every time we had a band falling out where like more than one or two people quit or like got kicked out, we were just like, all right, perfect opportunity to start
New
over
name.
with a new name. Like this one kind of sucks.
Yeah,
So if we're ever gonna change the name, this is the perfect time to do it.
yeah, fair enough. I wish we could change our name. All right, people on the internet, tell us if we should change our
Nick,
name. The Salesman kind
Nick,
of sucks.
nothing is stopping us. We could easily do it.
We could easily do it, but some people really like it because they're like, "Oh, the ho ho ho, you're selling music." I'm like, yeah, we are.
Yeah, but I
But
mean,
we're not really selling
I'm
music.
just
We're
saying,
selling
like,
merch. Like,
what have we released? One album and an EP.
yeah,
You ever look at Code Orange? The
yeah.
band?
Code Orange is cool.
They were Code Orange kids before.
You know why I think they changed that?
What?
I think it was legal issues.
Really?
No
their,
shit.
their drummer threw a mic stand off stage, and the base of it busted a girl's face open.
Oh fuck! Dude,
So I think they might have changed the name just to get out of
dude.
just
Get
to,
out of that
yeah, get out
fucking
of
heat.
having to go bankrupt.
Code
Or
Orange
maybe-
though,
yeah,
I
I don't
really
know.
like Code Orange. They're fucking
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, he definitely
Hey,
they were
careful, you're on the edge right there.
they were dealing with legal
It's
issues
like
for a
hanging
while because of
What's
that.
taking off?
Never mind. The beer.
We used to be whenever
beer.
Nick and
Your
I were
beer.
in high school when I was playing guitar. We used to be Death of the Salesman.
Yeah, we shortened it to
So we
just
shortened
the
it to
Salesman.
'cause we didn't
Death
really
metal.
get it.
We shortened it to the Salesman because I was like really into the sword at that time, and I was like, "We'll just
Dude,
be
okay.
the Salesman."
So band names that's probably debatably the hardest thing to think of being in a band. Like song titles and like riffs and
Yeah.
writing songs. A band name is like it's
It
so
matters.
hard to come up
It
with
matters,
yeah,
yeah.
it's so hard to come up with something
Yeah.
good. So I just went to the Dungeons and Dragons spellbook
Nice.
and I just started fucking going down. I
My man.
so I just
My man.
I went down the list and I wrote down anything that sounded cool that wasn't already a band name. And going down the list, I came across like Converge and all these other band names. I was like, dude, fuck yeah, this is totally gonna work. There's already so many like bands that exist that are already Dungeons and Dragons spells. So yeah, I had a list of like 15,
That's fucking
Pick
cool.
one.
and I went down the list and I was telling Rafe and Eric and I was like Bones of the Earth, and they're like, I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna keep it because I think it's cool. And we sat on it for like 15 minutes. We're like, the more I think about it, the cooler that sounds.
Metal,
So,
dude.
yeah,
It
that's
really is.
straight
Dude.
up-
Bones of the Earth is a badass.
I straight
fucking name.
pulled that out of the Dungeons and Dragons.
Like it doesn't.
Awesome.
It never fucking fails.
Yeah.
Like wherever we're playing in a new town, they're like, "What you selling?"
yeah,
like
yeah,
rock and roll and
Dude,
heavy
go-
metal.
go-
Okay.
Going back to like hardcore bands, you ever listen to Vane?
yeah.
Dude, they changed the name to Vane FM, which I thought was a little odd.
What?
Like, yeah, I thought it was
That's
a little
weird.
odd. They're like,
It's like
it's-
Ghost
it's-
PC.
no, yeah, it's like it's super hardcore stuff, but like lately they've been doing some lighter stuff. I'm like, why'd you change your name? Like, that's a really cool name.
Yeah, Vane's all right.
Yeah,
I like the drummer a lot.
yeah, I don't know. I'm a sucker for like the live shows, and they do a lot of stuff on what is it, Kerrang, like the K hole or whatever it's called. I can't think of what it's called.
The K hole.
Yes, no, I can't. No, it's called like a lot of hardcore bands have gone on this. It's like a Kerrang thing where they do like a little concert for like 50 or 100
Yeah, I know what
people.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
Mastodon
yeah,
did one
does
with
it-
Scott Kelly, and it was
Yeah.
badass.
No, yeah, it's the
I thought it was Kerrang. I could be wrong.
yeah,
They
yeah.
do it in a
Kerrang
dive
does
bar.
Kerrang does the dive bar shows, or whatever, where it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
a super
I
small
think that's what it is,
capacity.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
But
super
a lot
hardcore.
of the hardcore bands are also got Hate 5-6 videos or whatever. It's like dude up in Philly that I think mainly like he's always just been like the local dude that films bands, but I think what really blew up his videos was This Is Hardcore and like filming all of the bands on This Is Hardcore, and then I don't know if you've
That's
seen
cool.
that footage, but Jesus
Nah.
Christ, look up Code Orange This Is Hardcore or look up Nails This Is Hardcore, and
I
it's
haven't
just a
heard Nails.
sea of people beating the shit out of each other,
Dude,
dude.
dude, I fucking.
And it's a festival. It's just a factory, like fucking warehouse with a big stage, and it's a room full of just like a day of people beating the shit out of each other to beat
Industrial
down
metal
hardcore.
done the right way.
Dude,
It's-
Code
yeah, it's just-
Orange, Code Orange. I fucking love Code Orange.
Yeah.
They're so
I-
good.
Like Knocked Loose has played there and shit.
That's cool.
I like Knocked Loose. Dude, I told you to listen to A Different Shade of Blue by Knocked Loose.
Dude,
I don't know if I ever did. I don't know if I ever did.
The cool thing, Knocked Loose, I played a show with them
You played with them?
in Indianapolis
Oh, I'm
a
jealous.
few years, 2013, 2015. I don't know, it was before they released Laugh Tracks. It was when they
Okay,
still were
okay.
riding off of. It
that-
was right. It was before they did their first West Coast tour. So it was they were starting to get like underground hype. Like everyone's like, these guys are gonna blow the fuck up, and they were still like in high school and shit. But
Damn.
I was filling in for a buddy's band, and they were friends with Knocked Loose, so I got to meet those dudes and play that
Hell
show,
yeah.
and then proceed to watch them just blow the fuck up. And now they're like one of the biggest bands in hardcore, and it's like, damn,
Dude,
that
they're-
was crazy.
That's fucking
They
badass.
fucking deserve it. They are
Those dudes
good.
are straight out of
Yeah.
high school. Their guitar player Isaac, their tour manager had to convince his mom to let him drop out of high school.
Damn.
Be like, trust me, like
We're
trust
gonna
me,
make it. I
trust me.
promise.
Like these guys are like going somewhere. Like just let him tour, please. Let him leave school.
Damn.
Yeah,
I bet that was a hard fucking conversation trying to convince a mom.
yeah.
My mom would
Fucking
have
worked
freaked out.
Those dudes are big now.
That's fucking cool though. I bet that's weird, like dealing with success at a very young age.
Dude, I mean,
Probably because those dudes were like, I mean, they had been in the scene since like they were like younger and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, by the time you're like a senior in high school, junior in high school, you're like, oh, we're big enough locally to where we're gonna start touring. And the second we start touring, everyone's like all fucking about it.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah,
I mean,
they did a few tours and then got signed to Pure Noise. And
you ever
then-
listen to You ever listen to Jesus Piece? They're,
Yeah,
I think
Jesus
they're, like,
Piece
up
is
and coming.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They're like some of their vocals I'm like on, but like the person that screams higher, he has a really good voice.
Yeah, their bass player.
Yeah.
No,
Another
he's
one of
cool.
those young bands. I saw Alien Weaponry twice. Was not impressed. I'm sorry, Alien Weaponry, but they're like another one of those bands, like
Weren't they-
16, 17. They're like
Weren't
New
they-
Zealand.
Yeah, I was about to say they're from like some fucking.
They're like-
they
Can't blame
have like
them.
it's like
They're young.
tribal.
They're
I
young.
can't
Yeah,
blame
it's
them. They're young. They
it's
are young.
tribal
Give them
metal.
some
Let 'em
time.
roost.
It's
Let
like
'em
really
roost
tribal.
and be
Half
good.
their
Yeah,
songs
they've
are like
got-
in the New Zealand language.
Yeah, it's like some real like
It's like
heritage type shit. I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
just
crazy.
crazy.
I thought it was good.
I've seen some music
I
videos.
think it was okay. I don't know, man. I saw it the first time I saw them. They opened up for Black Dahlia Murder and Black Label Society,
Sick.
and Black Dahlia Murder was great.
Yes.
The mix was horrible, though.
Awesome.
I mean, the mix was just absolute trash. But it didn't matter because I was in the fucking pit the whole time for Black Dahlia. I was sliding off of this fucking guy. He was like literally Stone Cold Steve Austin. This
His
huge,
shoulder-
jacked,
elbows.
bald guy. And he's like running the pit. And he's like all sweat. Anytime you'd run into him, you just slide off this guy. It was the grossest thing.
Nick,
But
you're-
I mean, Black Dahlia Murder put on a really great show. Trevor's vocals were phenomenal, but I don't know who was mixing that night. It was a trash mix. I know that they were playing really good because I was paying attention when I wasn't moshing, but
yeah.
they were fucking. It was a trash mix. And then Black Label Society went on, and if I wasn't stoned out of my mind, I wouldn't have enjoyed that show.
Dude,
Because I mean, Zach Wilde, he's a great guitar player, but goddamn, dude.
His tone sucks ass.
Yeah, his
dude.
tone sucks,
His
and
tone blows.
his
dude.
songwriting is like, all right, I'm gonna play like the whole set was like, we're gonna play the same song 17 times tonight.
Yeah, he
His guitars
has.
are cool though, man.
They
His
look cool.
tone
down
is
with that.
such garbage, dude.
It really is.
It's just all of the gain in the world, and just like if I didn't see your fingers moving so fast, I would have no fucking clue what the fuck you were doing.
Exactly. But seeing it like in person, like it was at like fucking. It was a venue in Fayetteville I'd never seen. It was like a office place almost, and they just like put a stage in the middle of it.
Interesting.
I don't remember. You remember the first time we saw Ghost, and it
Yeah.
it
Wait,
was kind of like a venue
go
like
with you
that.
guys?
Yeah.
No, you weren't there for that first time.
Oh.
That was in Tulsa.
No,
I know
was there
people
for the
shit
Tulsa-
on Ghost, but I
Tulsa-
think they're a solid rock and roll
Wait,
band. They're
the
not a
Tulsa
metal
Tulsa
band.
metal.
Are you talking about Cox?
I don't think they're metal at all.
I
I
was
think
there
they're
with you
just like
guys.
a spooky
Yeah, you're
rock
with,
band.
yeah.
They're a
They're
Halloween
spooky
band.
in the same way that Scooby Doo is. Spooky.
Exactly, yeah. They're like a Halloween.
Yeah, they're
like
Scooby Doo
Scooby-Doo.
metal.
I listen to Ghost like probably
Alex is listening.
every October for fucking.
It's
I
very
went
theatrical.
What's
at
up?
the same time. It was Cox, right? And you went with Lucas.
For
I was
Ghost,
with my
yeah.
grandfather.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
there.
So
yeah.
when I saw Black Label Society and Black Dahlia Murder, it was a place in Fayetteville that was very similar to that.
Okay.
It was like
thought you were talking
it was
about
like
that.
an office space that that was like that where they just put a stage and like everything else was general admission. And
That's fair.
it was fucking. I mean, seeing Black Dahlia Murder was the shit. I just wish the tone was better. Like I wish the sound was better. And it was stupid because they sold PBRs. They were the cheapest beer they had, and they had the 16 ounces. And
$3, $4.
no, they had to pour them out into cups. And so me, being a smart guy, was
So
like,
you don't fuck people
I was
up
like,
throwing it, am I?
I was like, give me two whenever I first went up there because the beer line was so long. But each of their fucking little cups, it took 3 cups for each one. And so I had like fucking all these cups at the place, and I had to like chug all these cups of beer so I can have 2 more and then walk back into the venue.
My man.
So it was fucking ridiculous.
Wait, so you had
Maybe
to
it was 2
drink
cups per beer.
outside of
No.
the venue?
They pour their cans into like
Right.
little cups, and each can did 2 cups worth of beer.
Ah,
And I
so
could
you
hold
made
2
ounces
cups,
of it.
but I had 4 cups, and so I would have to like fucking slam those 2
Dude,
beers.
remember when we went to Metallica down in Little Rock and we were like just fucking drinking between the fucking semi trucks? We were just drinking beers like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Fucking
The cops did not give a fuck. They'd drive by, flash the lights at you, and be like, okay. And like
Dude.
everyone's just drunk as shit.
I was like way up in the nosebleeds for Metallica, and I was packed. I mean, I was like next to 2 people, but I was paying my fucking dues, and I was headbanging like a madman because it's Metallica. Like,
Singing along.
yeah, I was just
Got it.
like, I was just whipping my hair most of the time back and forth. And at one point, the guy next to me to my left got up and just stood in like the hallway of the fucking.
He got tired of your-
He
I
got
hope
tired
you-
of getting hit in the face with my
I
hair.
hope you washed your hair.
My
before
man.
You did that.
I didn't give a fuck, dude. Like that's Metallica. Like I was gonna headbang regardless if they were good or bad. I was gonna pay my dues.
It was
My man.
interesting.
It was okay.
And I think the thing with Ghosts is they're very theatrical.
Their stage show's really good.
It's a lot of stage.
They're coming out with a new album.
I just realized that's a dynamic disc bag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got that on.
yeah,
Sale.
dude. We fucking gotta go disc golfing. Like,
Are there
to-
Dude,
discs
that'd
in
be
there?
fun.
No, that's
no, it's.
where I keep the recording gear for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got discs in my car, but
Yeah.
they're not even mine. They're actually turbos.
I've never gone disc golfing. I
I
want
have
to,
all
but
of my discs in my car right now. I've got
Hell yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, we need to get more. I just want to get like another
cheap
like
ass set.
beginner set of like 3. Like the
Yeah, I just need a putter,
How
a
many
mid
do you even need?
mid-range, and a driver.
Yeah.
Like that.
Honestly, you just need a putter and a mid range.
Yeah, because
Like,
Don't
like,
even need a driver.
Not until you know what you're doing.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Drivers will usually teach you bad habits because they'll correct when you're not doing things. Putters and mid ranges will show you what you're doing wrong.
Right.
That
Driver
makes
will-
sense.
Driver will correct and you'll be like, "Cool, I'm doing it right," and then you try to throw a putter in a mid range and you're just like, "Why that disc just
Why
sucks?"
is it not?
Why you know what?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sucks.
This
Yeah.
takes- this-
That's a
this-
lot of people who are just like, I don't throw putters because they suck, and I'm just like, nah, man, you just gotta learn how to throw a putter.
Dude, our old CrossFit coach, he used to keep a disc golf like hole, I guess, in the gym and like
What,
before-
basket?
Yeah, basket.
Yeah, I've got one in
Before-
my backyard,
Oh, nice,
man.
nice.
like an
My man.
actual like
Yeah.
metal basket.
Before our
Chains and
CrossFit
everything.
classes, that's what he would do. He would be practicing his
Yeah.
backhand and his
Throwing.
fucking
Yeah.
other way. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
what that's
have
called
it
when you do it like that.
Forehand.
Forehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got it set up 15 feet off of my patio, so I know I practice. That's like my distance that I practice
Nice.
putting.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's cool. We need to like invest in that. I would like to become a better disc golf player. I've only played like literally 3 times since I've started a few months ago. But
Yeah, I played a lot over the past 2 years.
the past week I played. I mean, I went to the course in Centerton and I played it once with my girlfriend, and I was like, please let us play one more time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've
Hell
got
yeah.
to do it.
Yeah. No,
so
dude,
we went back later that
definitely-
day and fucking did it again. But I could literally play disc golf probably every day and be satisfied.
Yeah. When I first started, it was like playing like 72 whole days. Like,
God Damn.
Like we finished a course and we're just like, all right, like, what else is around here? Let's go play another one. I don't know if you've got UDisc on your phone, the app, but
No, I
it
do
shows you
not.
all of the local courses. There's
Wow.
a lot.
I'm
There's
gonna
a
have to check
lot
that
over
out.
here.
I bet that's really handy come tour time, dude.
Yeah, I haven't got to use it on tour yet.
Dude,
so I started
that'll be
playing
the
disc
shit.
golf before, last year. So
Our
on tour since
fucking
then.
new thing on tour is like me and Turbo have been working on an acoustic set just because like you know how it is, like you get to a fucking town and you kind of like wait around until
Yeah.
showtime. So we were thinking like, man, if we like just like dumb down some of our songs and made acoustic versions of it, we could play like coffee shops during the day and maybe
Yeah.
drag people in that
Make a
wouldn't
little
normally
money.
go to our show.
Yeah, extra tips and shit.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, make
Walking
extra
by.
money, maybe get a few extra people to come to the real show that night.
Give us something to do other than going to different places.
Yeah,
and
like
Yeah.
spending money.
tour
Yeah,
life is
yeah,
literally
yeah.
like, all right, we're in the town. Let's go to Walmart and nap.
Hurry up,
Yeah, honestly.
hurry up and wait. Hurry up. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the
I'm gonna take a
military.
leak. I'll be back, guys.
Fuck.
I broke the seal. I'm
Do you ever?
Dude, same.
Do you ever play with? So
I'm definitely
I've heard,
hitting that after him.
I hear
What?
people call them different names.
The
all
box?
time. Yeah.
I fucking hate boxes, dude.
The,
I seriously hate those things so
Why?
much.
What?
I don't know. I hate it so much.
they got like guitar wire in them.
Yeah.
So it's got a little snare and.
Nah, dude, it's a box.
Everywhere you hit is different. Yeah, but you get to sit on the box.
I
That's the
hate
cool
it.
part.
I don't like it.
And have you ever seen the hand drums, like the big metal things that have like 8 different?
Oh yeah, those are sick.
Those are super cool. They're so expensive. Though.
Yeah, I would imagine
Yeah.
they seem like pretty intricately built as far as
Yeah.
like warping the metal to be
Yeah.
like that.
You
So,
can't have children doing that.
No.
slave
So-
labor.
Yeah.
So
That's-
what are those? I don't. Sorry, I'm not familiar with what they're called, but they're like the drums that have like it. Imagine like a circle, and they each have like
Bongos.
no. They
Whoa.
it's one. It has like 7 or 8 spots where you can like tap it, and it makes like the sound of the certain note.
What? Like a pad? Is it digital or
It's called like a hanging
a hang
fuck.
drum?
maybe, and it has like certain spots where you can be like do 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 do.
Is it digital? Like, do you?
No,
plug
no,
it
no.
in?
It's physical.
Oh, I was thinking of a hang drum.
What does it look like? It looks like that, but I don't know if that's right.
yeah, those things are sick.
Yeah,
Boom, bing, 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 boom, boom.
yeah, and you just tap the certain spots,
Yeah,
and
you
it
just
sounds
get
like yeah.
Yeah, you can
That's
get like
probably what it is.
you can order them in different octaves and stuff too.
I know
So
they're
there's
expensive as fuck.
Gourd.
What?
It's the cheapest one I see on here,
Stupid.
but it's.
Go.
I've seen this too. It's like a hang drum, except you don't hit it with your hands. You hit it with mallets, and there's a lot of different ones around.
Huh.
Like a lot of different metal cuts that you hit. But it's just at that point, just
I don't
get
buy
a
that,
fucking
yeah.
marimba or
Yeah.
something, you know.
Dude, I'd like to get a drum set, but I looked into it for a while, and it's so
expensive.
fucking expensive.
Very
Like,
expensive.
Dude,
I
yeah.
wrote the first Bones album on an electric kit that was like worth $200.
really?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because
If
we're
sa-
we're practicing in Ray's
Okay,
house.
dude.
So
There's a difference there. Like, if you're skilled, it doesn't matter what you're playing on. You know what I mean? Like, if
I
you're
know.
good, you're good.
Electric's hard, man. It's
definitely
not,
does not sound as good.
It doesn't sound as
No.
good, and every time like I go to Guitar Center or something, it's like
I'm
you know,
always
they're on.
fucking around
Yeah.
on the
So I get on
Yeah,
it, and
yeah, every
I like
time.
They're
to get on-
great to play around and just have fun with.
Yeah, the mesh pads.
Yeah, the
those are awesome.
rebound, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like everything's so much closer, so I feel like I'm performing better
Yeah.
than I would on an actual traditional
Acoustic,
kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I-
because it's like everything is just right fucking there.
It also feels good to just fucking hit things.
Yeah.
On acoustic
Yeah.
kit.
Have you?
Hitting actual metal.
I really want to invest in. I'd have to get another kit, so it's probably not gonna happen.
It would be a big investment.
Yeah,
like,
but
Talking about
they have
quieter
the
ones?
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
have these heads that you can buy now that are mesh,
Mhm.
and it like cuts the sound out almost completely.
and
Like, you
they
don't
have
lose your
cymbals that you
tone.
They
can
have
buy
symbols
with
that
it.
have a ton of holes in
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've played those. Those are
So
fucking
cool.
sick.
Yeah,
yeah.
they would be
yeah.
perfect.
It sounds great too.
Yeah.
but it's just
Yeah.
quiet as fuck.
It'd be like apartment practicing.
yeah,
almost.
no,
Yeah.
like those are sick.
Turbo,
I
you
would
need
love
to
to have
get
a kit
some
like
of
that.
those,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would
but
be great.
I'd have to get a whole nother kit because I wouldn't want to fucking change my
Yeah,
kit.
changing
Every
heads
fucking
would be a
time,
big
We're
that'd
gonna
be-
practice, and then tomorrow we're playing a show.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, but imagine you
I have
you
to
could
guess.
use that
Dude,
anywhere.
yeah, go for it. All the way down the hall to the left.
Yeah, it's the left. Yeah, don't go into my room.
It should be Trevor's bedroom. Just pee on his pillow.
Yeah, just pee on my bed.
Yeah.
Honestly, boys, like we I think that they practice in Huntsville Road Studios, and that's like a 24-hour studio from far as I know, and it's like a
you
practice
go
place.
anytime, just like
Yeah,
a storage unit.
You rent a
almost,
room. Yeah, you rent a room, and
with
you
electricity.
with electricity, and you keep your shit in there, and you practice there like any time of the night or day, and you get a key to just your room, and all your equipment's in there, and like you can fucking.
It's almost like the music bank. You ever, like Alice in Chains? They practice at the music bank is what it was called. It was over in California.
Music band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
That sounds
music
cool.
bank.
It's like a lot of bands practice there apparently.
I bet
But
their
they got raided
currency
for
is
drugs
not
and shit.
10X.
But like,
In Seattle,
imagine
yeah, like
that.
who
Of
fucking
course,
would have
yeah.
guessed in the grunge scene?
Dude, it always cracks me up. Like before Lane Staley was like on their band, he was like, they were trying to find a vocalist, right? But they purposely like grabbed a bunch of people that were like fucking shit. So that like Lane was like walking by listening to them to see how they sounded, and he was getting more and more mad as he'd walk by because he liked a few of the guys from the band, right? He was friends with them.
Yeah.
And he'd hear them doing shit, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And like,
Isn't that kind of how
Finally-
Tool got Maynard too?
I don't know actually, but like eventually he was like, "Fuck, I'll do it," like because like
Fuck.
they kept getting shitty people on purpose so that
No.
he would join it.
That's how Tool got Danny. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Danny Carey was like neighbors to like fucking Adam Jones, and maybe he kept like hearing them practice and shit with different
like,
drummers. It was like, okay, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, man, I want you guys to sound good.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Danny, for joining Tool because you fucking complete that band.
I want to see.
Him and Justin, honestly, like Danny and Justin Chancellor.
Everyone in that band. Is
Everyone
good,
in the
though.
band is
Everyone
great.
in this band
I
is good.
respect everybody. I mean, the same. You were at the same fucking Tool concert I went to.
I went to multiple. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but you went to that last
with
one.
my grandfather. Was it the light show?
The one that you remember, they had a whole fucking like a curtain
Was it
all the
last
way
year?
around them. Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, I went
and it
with
was
my
like
grandfather.
strips. It wasn't a full curtain.
Dude, it was
and
fucking
they had the
wild.
lights like on that curtain.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you couldn't record the show, or they would kick you out of the concert, which I think is
I think
fucking
that's fair.
genius because
Yeah.
so many people. They see their like you go to a concert nowadays and everybody is watching the concert through their fucking phone and it's like so sad.
Hype as
Dude.
fuck.
My grandfather, like, that was one of the best presents he could have ever given me. We went to this really nice hotel that had a really good bar and, like, food. We ate food, and then we went and saw that, and I was like, God
Hell
damn,
yeah.
dude,
Was
like,
that dude, me and my stepdad went to the Holiday Inn and it was like the Holiday Inn in fucking Tulsa. It's such an old fucking building that like the parking garage underneath it had such a low
Yeah.
ceiling. My stepdad fucking like scraped the top of his truck on this old ceiling, trying to fucking get in a spot in this fucking parking garage. Worth it though. It was a great show.
Yeah, that was a fantastic
Somebody
show.
fucking pulled the fire. Like when we got back from the concert, we were staying on the top floor, like the 13th floor,
Yeah.
and it's like almost 1 a.m,
I had to
and
pee
I'm
one
like
more
just
time.
about asleep. I'm almost asleep. And the fucking fire alarm goes off. And I'm like, I open up the door in the hallway, and I'm like looking around, and there's other people. They're like, hey, I think that's the fire alarm. I was like, shit. Like, do you think we need to go downstairs?
Wow.
I had to fucking wake my stepdad up. We walked fucking 13 flights down the stairs in the fires, or like the the stairs they had in the. And everybody in the hotel's in the lobby, and they're like, false alarm. Somebody pulled it.
Oh my god.
Such a waste of time, dude. But while everybody was down there, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I went to the fucking snack area at the hotel, and I took some of their snacks because there were so many people there,
You
Sick.
and
did
they could not. They're like, how would they know that I took the snacks from my room?
Oh my god.
Sorry, Dad, if you're just now hearing this. I stole snacks when we went to go see Tool.
Oh wow.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy. I can only imagine what it'd be like.
It was
to have a
fucking.
fire alarm go off.
Yeah, the fire
Yeah.
because we were on the top floor. By the time we got down to the bottom, like the fire department's already there and like
Yeah.
all this shit, and they're like, "Yeah, false alarm!" Like somebody pulled it. And we're like, "Fuck!" And then everybody's waiting on the elevator, and while there's a huge line for the elevator and people in the front desk dealing with people, I was like, "Snack time! Yeah, fucking take all the snacks in lobby.
I bet they have a fucking little picture of you on the front reception desk, like under.
Don't let this guy
Be
stay
like,
here
yeah.
ever again." I only stole like I stole like 2 snacks. Okay,
What
it was
were
like.
they?
It was probably, if I could, I think it was a honey bun
Grab that whiskey glass.
with whiskey.
I need some.
I told my girlfriend, I was like, I'm not going to get drunk at Trevor's house tonight. Like, I will drive myself home. Big mistake. She's going to pick me up when she gets off work at 2.
Well, I was gonna say I can drop you off better off just hanging out.
Yeah, I just want my fucking car, dude. Like, yeah, I might as well just hang out until I'm sober, or I'll just fucking hang out until my girlfriend comes and picks me up, until she gets off work.
Probably the
Fuck
second
it.
one.
Probably the second one, honestly. Yeah, I was like, babe, I'm not gonna get drunk tonight. I swear. I did anyways. I don't.
Damn it.
I fucking told her when we went to the house to get the fucking the stand for the phone. I was like, I don't even remember going to bed. She's like, yeah, you fell asleep beside the bed, and I had to wake you up and tell you to get into bed. It's like, oh, that's good to know because
Many
I don't
nights.
fucking remember.
Many
Yeah,
nights
last
sleeping
night,
on the couch.
You missed a hell of a party last night. We were
Sick.
celebrating Trevor's roommate Brandon's birthday and Trevor's birthday.
Yeah, 'cause we
So
expected-
we got exceptionally shitty. I am undefeated at beer pong.
There you go.
Fucking played on 2 different teams. Never
Sick.
lost the whole night. 5 games.
Nice.
Fuck everybody. I'm the best.
I escaped out of the house.
Yeah, Turbo broke Trevor's screen.
Yeah.
He climbed through his. We like Turbo always does this.
Window.
Whenever Turbo smokes, like Turbo doesn't smoke. Turbo smoked last night. Whenever he does, he kind of goes AWOL. And we were like trying to find Turbo. Like, where the fuck is Turbo? And we go into Trevor's room and his window's open and the screen is broken.
I was jumping on the
Motherfucker.
trampoline. I was jumping on the trampoline. Every time I'm here, too, it's like I always fucking go missing for a little bit. There was one night we got real shitty, and I escaped everybody. And after
Pounding through that
like
shit.
I
Oh,
know.
brother.
I know.
20 minutes or so, people were like, "Oh, where's Turbo at?" And so like the search party, I could hear him because I was behind the bushes right here outside.
Right in front of the
And
house.
there's a search party going on for me, and I'm just like, "Oh, this is kind of funny." And like, I was like, "Oh, they'll find me, they'll find me." And they go
No one
out,
found you.
They're out here, and they're fucking looking around and everything, and yeah. So eventually, I had to get myself up.
Everyone was super
I don't know what it
worried.
is, but whenever
Hilarious.
whenever Turbo gets crossfaded, he like has to disappear. Like that's his
Well,
thing.
typically it's because I'm going to throw up. It's just like an
My man.
animal. Like whenever an animal knows it's about to die, it
It's
tries
like,
to go
"Ugh."
away. Like
It's
it
gotta
tries
hide.
to be away from everybody so it
Oh.
can die alone.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
that's
it's your
depressing as
primitive
fuck.
instincts.
Yeah, it's a thing. So like whenever I get
Jesus.
sick,
That was dark, homie.
Jesus,
it's true
dude.
though. Like,
My God.
Oh man.
had
Hell
lots of
yeah.
dogs in the past that like they.
Just let me fucking drown my own vomit away from everyone.
No, I just
Find
I,
me when I'm dead.
I don't feel like it's a thing.
I've
that,
lived a
you
good
know,
life.
Needs to nobody needs to be there for that.
Dude, that last night we played together in Dallas.
Yeah.
When
That
we
was
got back,
fantastic.
we got back to the venue after the Waffle House experience. You guys, Rafe was sober. You guys went to a hotel or something. We stayed in our van in the parking lot,
It was
and
awesome.
Turbo,
It was so
sometime in the night, left the van to try to jump on the train
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
I
next
Remember
to.
the
that.
train that you kept on hearing
No.
over there? Yeah,
There was train tracks like
No,
right
I
down the
guess
road.
we-
A block away.
Yeah, Turbo, like we're like trying to go to sleep in the van, and Turbo's like,
What
dude,
the fuck?
I bet
Did-
you I
did
could
you
jump
go
on
with
that
Sarah?
train while it's going by.
No.
And
Turbo
I was
and
like,
Sarah
no.
with you?
No, I went by myself because like I talked
Yeah.
about it before we went.
You
to
and
bed.
Sarah were already asleep in the
No.
back, and
Yeah,
I was
I-
trying to
I
tell
felt-
Turbo, I was like, dude, that is a bad
Like,
idea.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I
And
feel,
I was,
It's a
dude,
terrible
I
idea.
always feel
Well,
bad for Sarah
fact,
having to
a
deal with her
terrible idea.
dumbasses.
I don't know why she goes on tour with us.
I know.
she's into it though. She likes it.
I mean, she likes
We're-
it, so I'll
We're
fucking,
dumb
I'll
as
definitely
fuck,
have
and
her.
She's just sitting there like,
She doesn't even say it.
Sorry, we're so dumb, Sarah.
Holding farts in or something, and finally let one rip, and she's like, whatever.
Dude, yeah, like Sarah being on tour with us makes me not piss in bottles while we're on the road. Like,
honestly.
Yeah, I can never do it, man.
dude, we
Dude,
do
I
it.
get stage fright. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's
I,
hard.
I don't care. I'll look Trevor
Okay,
in
I've
the
done
eye
it.
and piss in a bottle.
My man.
I've done it a couple times because
It's
you don't have a
awful.
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
When you're running
awful.
late and you're like, we're already 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
Like,
Gotta
there's
do it.
literally no stopping.
I'm
Yeah.
typically I drive.
Oh, my car
like
doesn't
you,
drive.
Turbo's
by.
kind of a dick when he's like, we're not
and I'm
stopping
like, yeah,
until
it's
we're
like
out of
there's
gas.
No
Like,
fucking reason to stop until we need gas. So,
Yeah.
you just fucking sit in the car and you just go.
you
Yeah,
know,
we learned early on in touring that it's very easy to get lost in, like, just browsing a gas station. And you're like, oh, shit. We wasted 20 minutes, and we literally have, like, 0 extra time today. We woke up today, and we're like, we've got 8 hours to get there, and it takes 8 hours. So,
Hell yeah.
we were supposed to be in and out, like, fuck, if you want food, grab it, let's fucking go.
let's fucking roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there was one night we were driving back from Tulsa, and I was driving. I being the designated driver that night, and Turbo is pretty fucking drunk, and we had a
Pretty fucking
Nice.
drunk.
Like-
I was extremely.
he was extremely drunk. Anyways, on the way to the show, we had brought like half a jar or container of honey roasted peanuts, and we finished it on the way to the show. And on the way back, Turbo's like, "Man, I need a pee." So he pees in the honey roasted peanuts
That's
container.
disgusting. That's disgusting.
It's like the whiskey peanut butter, you know?
Oh, dude,
Oh,
yeah, it was
I forgot
horrible.
about that.
The whiskey peanut butter is. I had peanut butter and jelly whiskey, and it was the worst.
It was,
I
it,
never.
It was 99.
Yeah,
It was 99.
Turbo's
Yeah.
dumbass poured whiskey in their peanut butter jar and didn't tell them.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Anyway, that's a different story.
hilarious.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Anyways,
different story,
this
but-
motherfucker pees in a honey roasted peanut
And
jar.
that's,
That's
it. I
gross.
sealed it up and it was
He's-
done. I sealed it up and it was
Dude,
done.
it's seasoned. It was seasoned.
Bullshit. No, he fucking seals it up and he smells it. And he's like, man.
Honey roasted.
He's like,
piss,
I bet
dude.
that would fucking taste good.
No.
And he
No.
fucking takes some drinks from it. And was like, man.
You are gross.
He did it, man. He fucking drank
No.
piss. He drank his own piss on the way back from Tulsa. And me and
Fucking
Trevor were like,
gross.
don't do it.
No.
We're the fucking
No.
same people.
It was mostly it was clear. So I got to looking. I was like, you know what? I know that it's
Motherfucker.
in a survival situation.
Was it
you can
sweet?
drink your own piss. No,
Yeah, it's
Sweet's
not
bad. That means
usually.
you don't fucking like.
it was. It
Well,
was
it's
weird.
you. It's
Sweet's
a.
bad. That
It
means you
used
have
to have.
diabetes.
It used to have a bunch of honey roasted peanuts in there.
Yeah, like-
I imagine there's still.
said it had the
That's
flavor.
all.
Yeah.
He said it was flavored.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Is there's.
But
It's a honey roasted piss,
at
Dude.
that moment, the only way I
which
could
is which is disgusting.
I have
Oh,
no
man.
other choice but to defend myself on the story. Every
What?
time, most of the time, somebody tells a story about me. I just
It's not
I can only,
often,
I can
though.
only
It's
take
not
it. I
often.
can
Maybe
take it
one
to the
day
ass
you
and
can just
defend
accept
myself.
that it was wrong.
So, I cannot accept that it was wrong. Here's why. Here is why I can't
Where's
accept
Bear
it.
Grylls to back you up, man? Like,
Here is why I cannot accept that it was wrong. Because at that moment in time, I thought, you know what? I've been drinking a lot. I've had a lot of pee.
Yeah.
So this is the clearest. It's probably the cleanest.
What?
As far as our alcohol goes, this will be the cleanest piss that I'll drink. And I've never drank my own piss, so I was curious to see what it would be like if I had to do it.
Are you guys hearing this
it
shit?
was his own curiosity.
This is
that
true.
made
I
it-
remember it.
Yeah, the camera
This is
doesn't have
true.
this, but
This
Trevor's
happened.
roommates, Bree
This
and JT,
happened.
are looking at us like we're
I was
fucking
there for it.
crazy
I was
right
there
now.
for it. It was awful.
You guys are crazy. Just turbo.
I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't approve.
I don't approve
Bones
either.
of the Earth
So-
does not
Trevor's
endorse.
an
You do
animal.
not have Cody Martin's
Trevor,
stamp
you're
of
an
approval,
animal.
man. Like,
That night, I didn't want to wake anybody up. The Fuzz Fest night, I didn't want to wake anybody up, so I snuck out the window of the van.
you
What?
pissed out the window of the van?
That
No.
takes less.
No, to hop on the train. I'm going back to the train.
Oh, okay, okay.
The window was
Was that
quieter. The quietest
Dinosaur Jr.?
No,
exit.
It was.
No,
all
that
the
was-
windows
that
were down
was-
'cause it was so hot.
Wichita.
So I
Yeah,
hopped
dude.
out instead.
Sweaty night times on tour.
Oh, dude.
Disgusting.
Those sweaty fucking,
Yeah.
Dude.
like, I wouldn't even call them, like, full night sleeps. It's like
Oh,
naps
it's
in the
awful.
van.
Yeah, you wake
Those-
up and everyone's sweaty. I felt
Yeah.
really bad for Sarah because we're like fucking sweaty and smelly, and she's
My-
just sitting over there like, "Hey, what's up?"
My morning routine when we would sleep at Walmart's was to go in and first you stop by the deodorant aisle.
Yeah, of
you
course.
get a few sprays in, and then you keep making your way back to the fan aisle, and you just hang out.
fucking
You
air
hang
yourself
out.
out.
You hang out. You hang out. You've got your phone charger in your back pocket. You fucking dig back behind the fan boxes and you find an outlet, and you just chill in the fan aisle for like 30 minutes while your phone charges.
Hell yes. Fucking.
And yeah, you're just
My
chilling.
man.
You
My
just
fucking
got,
man.
you've got some Axe on, so you hopefully don't smell as bad.
Dude.
But your clothes are still a little sweaty. But you're just trying to get as much of that as you're trying to
air out.
evaporate as much as you can before you
Dude.
gotta leave.
My recommended
Yeah.
bathroom on tour, if you can, fucking stop at a PetSmart. They have single bathrooms or a
Nice.
Harps.
Really?
Harps also typically has
Fitness.
single bathrooms. Planet Fitness
Planet
is great.
Fitness, that was
Where-
a that
hey,
was a
Where did we
late
stop
tour
to
idea.
shower?
Tulsa. It was Tulsa, dude.
Dude,
Me and
yeah,
you
where
went to
though?
a truck stop,
Dude,
and
That was awesome. It was
Planet
great.
Fitness is the shit. Okay, it depends on where you're at. I've seen
Turbo,
the
Turbo
spectrum of
Turbo and
Planet
Sarah
Fitness.
showered
Turbo
at Planet
and Sarah
Fitness.
Showered at a
Yeah, I
Planet
had a-
Fitness.
I had an account.
yeah, but me
Dude.
and Nick showered at a gas station.
The
There
truck stop was great, dude.
Yeah, it was
No
great.
regrets. That was a $10 shower. I'd pay it again.
There was
Anyway.
a Planet Fitness in Arizona that like you walk. So like you've got a curtain to go into the shower, and it's just this small little hallway with this small little like room where you can set your shit, and then the curtain, and then the shower.
Yeah.
So it's like you can get naked away from people without getting your shit
That's
wet.
cool.
Yeah.
And then there's the Planet Fitnesses that are literally just like it's one small room that's like
It's like a
curtain
locker
shower.
room.
Yeah, so there's some.
Shit on
Dude,
bench
that's
somewhere.
so
Yeah,
awkward.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
there's ones that have the like ones where you've got to get the padlocks, but we would always use the trailer lock, and it's long as fuck, and like the locks are like recessed, so you can't get a super long lock in there. But then there's ones that just like have as the doors open, you can set the code, close it,
Oh,
and
that's
then you.
cool.
So yeah,
That's
Wow.
really cool.
yeah. I don't know why.
The one truck stop that we stopped at to take a shower.
There's a
Me and Trevor.
crackhead.
Me and Trevor. No, it was a
That's
lot
what
lizard.
happens.
It was a lot lizard.
That's
Whatever,
what
my
happens.
bad.
Me and Trevor were
Those
in
gas
there,
stations,
and the
man.
weirdest thing happened. Like
That
the waiting
happens.
room for the shower is like me and Trevor and a bunch of truckers, and it's
Dude,
like,
they were so nice.
they were
too.
so
Like, they were
nice, and
so
everyone
nice.
was so
Mm, on the
quiet because
surface.
Braveheart was on, and everyone was watching Braveheart
was
like it was the
subdued.
first fucking time they'd seen it. Like it's like dead silence. Like this movie came out in the '90s, and these guys are like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
like,
everyone
yeah.
was
and like
super-
they
it
were
was so
cheering whenever
heartfelt.
fucking the
Yeah,
battle
it was
sequences
great.
were happening. Like
It's like yeah.
it was so wholesome.
Yeah,
In
it was-
National Geographics, you got like a subdued herd of truckers because Braveheart is on. You caught him at a
And they
good
were
time.
fucking fighting
Yeah,
for
you caught
freedom,
him,
you know?
You caught him at a really good time.
Dude, everyone
Normally
there was
they're
so
much more
nice
aggressive.
though. Like,
They
I
really
was
were,
shocked.
and the
They
showers
so
were super
nice.
clean because they clean your
Braveheart does
shower,
that. Braveheart will do that to a trucker.
dude. Yeah,
It softens him up.
and we come back out. Me and Trevor get done with our showers. We come back out to the van, and Turbo's like, "I'm like, let's go," and he's like, "I can't go. This lot lizard has my phone." I'm like, "What?"
Oh no, no! I've definitely told a few people on tour that I don't have my phone on me.
I think
When
Yeah,
they're
that's
like,
a good
"Hey,
idea.
can I?"
That
Yeah,
is-
and I'm just
that
like,
is
"I
good.
it's
don't
in the
have it on.
van. I'm not even from here."
You're
I
smarter
think-
than us.
Back when
Yeah,
I
dude,
smoked,
fuck that, man.
Dude.
There's certain conversations on tour that you learn like there's no benefit. This is going
Yeah.
nowhere. It's just wasting my time. So it's like, I'm sorry, I hate to be an asshole, but I'm about to be an asshole, and then I'm gonna walk away feeling very good that I'm no longer stuck in that conversation.
I think there was.
Turbo's too nice. He'll fucking
No,
help out
really
anybody.
is.
that's
like,
how I started, dude.
awful.
You learn
I think
the
I went
relief,
there to be
the
like,
relief you feel walking away from that conversation. You learn to fucking go after.
You gotta
that
be an
quick.
asshole sometimes.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'll never forget in Denton,
That
Texas.
walk
We're
away
walking
feels so
around, and I
good.
was smoking a cigarette, and somebody was like, "Hey, man, can I have one?" I was like, "I don't smoke." And I just kept
Yeah.
Nick,
I felt so bad at the time, but I'm like, dude, I was trying to
dude,
survive.
in Denton though,
That is hilarious.
we had some. Was it Denton where we had those really good music shops?
Denton was the shit.
Yeah.
I
that-
would
they had
play in
some of
Denton
the best
again.
music shops I've ever been to.
Nice.
They had-
Yeah, I
It
don't know
was
if you've
such
ever
good
been to
shit.
Denton,
We
but
played a house show in Denton. We had friends
Hell
who lived
yeah.
there.
Hell yeah.
The dude that I said moved to LA and is doing like pop shit. He lived in Denton.
Oh, cool.
So
Denton
That's
is one of the
pretty cool.
coolest
Denton's
towns
awesome,
in Texas,
dude.
dude. Like, their
Yeah.
Great.
their square had at least like
It was so many
three
music
fucking
shops.
like
Yeah.
I think it was 2 record
Wild.
stores and 1 music shop.
Yeah,
like,
it
I
was
feel
fucking
like
wild.
music store.
Denton was one of those places where I was sleeping on the way in and sleeping on the way out. So it's like the house that we were at, that's Denton to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
though.
that's all I know of
But at
Denton.
least it was good.
Yeah,
I've
it
been
was a
there.
solid
Yeah.
house show. Yeah, it was great.
Hell yeah, we played a house show just outside of Denton in this fucking little town called Crum, and the
That
fucking
was great.
the guy who ran the house show had this sign up in his garage that was like no alcohol or drugs. And of course, like we
We're
got
sitting
so
behind
much
the van.
fucking we got booze and ganj in the van. Like all the bands are hanging out by our van, and
On
it's
the
like
other side of the
on the
house.
other side where you can't see the house, and it's like
Our
so
boys,
obvious that we're
number
getting
7.
slammed there.
Yeah.
I feel like that guy will probably never have us back.
Probably. Well, I
Damn,
don't know.
Trevor,
We
you're on
went
number
last-
7.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's been
don't judge,
drinking
brother.
like-
I'm not judging, bro.
I
That,
don't think you even
this-
had 7 beers last night.
I did. Probably. I did.
with
I
some
s-
shots in between too.
Yeah.
Like to
Yeah.
be fair,
Dude,
Is that
wait,
your fancy
dude,
whiskey?
Scott is Scotch.
Can I try it?
Yeah, it's
it
really
tastes
good.
like fucking.
It's fu-
It
it's
tastes like a
fantastic.
bonfire, dude.
I
I
fucking
don't
love
like it.
Smells like a bonfire.
I fucking
Would it
love
be
Scotch.
possible to have a cigarette break?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go for
dude,
it.
we
do
could
that?
totally do
Can we
that.
pause?
Yeah,
Can we
go ahead
pause
and
this?
go ahead and pause it.
Ugh,
We'll give Cody a cigarette break.
that
good.
tastes
Hit-
like what?
It's good.
Go ahead,
You want some?
Turbo. Hit stop on that.
Hey, stop.
Nick, you want me?
Hey, do I hit?
All
And we're
right,
back. Hey,
And-
I fucking got a bottle opener right here.
Oh.
and we're back with Trevor trying to fucking
Hey man. Hey man.
fit his beer on the
Don't,
table.
no, it's not mine. It's Nick's or it's Turbo's.
Oh,
All right, man.
I bought you that beer for your birthday, Trevor.
Thanks, homie. It's good.
It is pretty good beer, man. It's pretty stout.
Trevor has switched to
8%
water.
Andy Gator,
Hey,
8%
I'm gonna
beer,
grab one in a
double
second.
IPA.
Just let me drink some water
Right?
first.
Is it a double IPA? Is that what it is?
No.
It's double bock.
It
Double
doesn't
bock,
taste like
okay.
an IPA
It's a
at
double
all.
bock.
It's a double bock.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's 8% alcohol though. That don't
Fucking fancy. I knew that Trevor likes fancy beer, so I got him fancy beer for his birthday.
What is that? What do you got in your hand?
This is Pendleton. This is whiskey. It's like $23
Shoot it.
before tax. What did you say?
You know, Trevor, we almost got you. Like, we were gonna.
I've got some good scotch over there if you want.
The
some.
idea, the what Turbo and I were gonna do, we were gonna get you like a fancy bottle of liquor that we had at the house and fill it up with cheap liquor and have you go like,
Tricky.
oh yeah, this is really
No,
good.
Quality is really good in this.
Dude, I know people like fucking like about that one. Like you notice the difference.
Maybe
I
you
did
think
that.
you would, but maybe we've done it to you already,
Maybe, I don't
Trevor.
know.
I
Every
did
one of
that.
those shiners is filled with Bud Light.
No, it tastes different.
I know.
I did that to Nick once because
He did, yeah.
Back in the day, we got into this disagreement. I was like,
He wanted
"Whiskey's
Evan
whiskey."
Williams, and I wanted Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I was like, Evan Williams is way cheaper than Jack, and he was like, no, Jack tastes better. So I had a little bottle of Jack sitting around, and I bought Evan Williams because it was cheaper, saving money. And so I filled up that bottle with Jack, or I filled up, I switched the bottles. And I was like, hey, let's take a shot. So we took like 2 shots together. I was like, how do you like that Jack Daniels? He's like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's whiskey. And I was like, haha.
Yeah, that is all you, dog.
Shit, fuck. Anyway,
If I do this, then no
So-
leaving.
No leaving after
so
that.
I don't care
Well, you
what anybody
poured it.
says.
You poured it. You better
You poured
drink
it, and you're
dude.
sitting down and
So-
looking at
I
it.
poured it to
Yeah.
look at it.
Oh
So-
yeah,
Oh.
sure.
So,
How's it
guys,
look?
Guys, people talk shit on Jack,
Wonderful.
but Jack Daniels single barrel, their really small stuff, is really good. You just have to get the right stuff. You have to get the expensive stuff.
You're so drunk, Trevor.
Not just the right stuff.
We're still
Man.
gonna air this. It's still gonna air.
It's still going on. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago we had a fucking party.
Is there a timer on that? How long have we been
When I
going?
was younger. Don't make
How
fun of
long?
me.
What's the timer on the recorder?
We are at 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah,
It
that's
seems
okay.
like a lot
30.
longer, honestly.
30 of those were
Hell yeah.
gone though. 30 of the, we were.
No, we
No, we
had it
stopped it.
paused. Yeah, we had it paused.
Okay.
We did.
Yeah,
You didn't. But
but we
Wait-
did.
wait
Yeah,
a
we
minute.
had
it was paused. I don't think this side of the table had anything to do with it.
Yeah, no, Turbo paused it, and JT paused the camera before. This is our longest podcast. Like we've had 2 hour and 42-minute podcasts.
I listened to the one with Eric.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool.
That was a fun one, dude.
Yeah,
that was
I
a
was
fun
It's
one.
thinking-
like I was
We had to cut it short because I
camera, but
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I didn't get to go to that one.
I was
regret
You're so drunk, dude.
A little bit.
It's
I
hard to, like-
we had to do that
I mean-
one. We had to do that one over Skype because
Yeah.
I don't remember what was going on, but we had a Skype, and I had the Wi-Fi at the place I stay at is so bad that I had to go to my friend Lucas's house.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I had to
yeah.
cut it short because his roommate came home, and his roommate was like gonna go to bed, and I
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
still in their living room.
Yeah.
And Lucas told me probably like 45 minutes before it ended, he was like, "Cut it off, cut it off." And I was like, "All right, dude."
Yeah,
Fucking kept going.
the main problem that I have with doing it over like Skype or something is it's like it's not a human-esque interaction.
Yeah. It's a
so
little.
it's like I don't know. It's way easier. What the fuck is this?
I heard a woo too.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
He's watching that VR porn.
Oh yeah. I think he just finished.
Yeah. Woo! All right. Sorry, wife. I'm
Oh,
staying. I will wake up at 4. I'll wake up at 4 a.m.
Sorry,
I'll be there at
Aaron.
6 to give you snuggles.
Sorry, Aaron. It's my fault. Just blame
It's
me,
for a
dude.
good
Just blame me.
it is for a good
It
podcast.
is, and she.
I will say, I listened to that episode with Eric because we had been working a lot on album 2, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's gonna fucking he'll say
Drop
some
it,
shit,
yeah.
yeah," and or he'll like talk about like some cool shit or whatever." And I'm sitting there watching it, and then I look, and there's like 15 minutes left. I was like, "You motherfucker!"
We
You
talked
haven't
about
seen-
video games
You
the
literally
whole
haven't
time.
mentioned the
Talk.
band
There's
like
a
a
lot
single
of video
time. You
talk.
son of a bitch! Like, what the fuck? I was like, "There's no way he's gonna bring it up in the last 15 minutes."
I was out on most video game talk. Too,
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
So-
it's
no.
not a
Okay,
video
so
game
me,
guy.
I tried to start a podcast with my roommate, and we did like a couple episodes, and I thought they were pretty funny. We just never like stuck with it. And Eric was one of the guests on there, and there was a point my roommate and Eric both love Banjo-Kazooie. And that got we were talking about games, and Banjo got brought up, and I never played Banjo-Kazooie, so like
Same.
at some point, like early in the conversation, they're talking.
We just started again.
They started talking about Banjo, and early on in the conversation, I was like, I have nothing to contribute, so I tried to like steer the direction into something I could talk about, like another video game or something. And like the second I said something, they both stopped and they're like, "You're trying to steer this away from Banjo-Kazooie." Like, and I was like, "Yeah, because I want to be a part of the podcast." And they're like, "No, we're talking about Banjo-Kazooie." And I literally had to leave the podcast. Beer talk.
Yeah, here's Trevor on the phone.
Importance.
Do we want 3 12-packs or no?
312. I want a 30-pack.
They don't have it.
What?
Not
3
possible.
12-packs or 2. 3 or 2.
Well, that's
3 12-packs. That's 36 beers.
How much are
Comment.
How much does it cost?
Below how
Let's
many
get two
packs?
12-packs.
What do you mean you don't know? Are you
Get
not there?
2 12s.
Two
Get just 2
12s,
12s.
yeah.
2 12 should hold.
2 12s.
Yeah,
whiskey.
2 12s. That's where,
Okay,
I don't even
later.
know if I'm gonna stay or not.
dude. Yes, you are. If
You
you're
already
gonna
apologized.
fucking drink that, like,
You already apologized.
you've already apologized. You're staying, dude. Sorry, Aaron. Turbo's staying tonight.
Sorry.
You're gonna have to deal
Sorry.
one more night without your boy.
What were we talking about before?
Oh God, is he? Oh man.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking tanked that.
Boom, he got it. Banjo. Anyways, yeah, I tried to steer the conversation away from Banjo-Kazooie so I could still be a part of the conversation. I did that like 3 times, and every single time they're like, "You're doing it again. You're trying to steer this conversation away from Banjo-Kazooie." Dude, straight up, the second it happened, I was like, "All right, fuck this." I like talk about Banjo-Kazooie, and I left, and I went into my room. And I came back like 20 minutes later, and I was like, "Are you guys done?" They're like, "Nope, we're still talking about Banjo-Kazooie." And I was like, "All right." And I came back like I seriously had to come back like 2 or 3 times to be like, "Can we move on?" Like, God damn it, it was an alright
It
game.
must
I never
be
played
that
it.
good if they could talk about it for that long of a segment.
Yeah, they talked about it for quite a while.
Dude, when we first started the podcast, I'm like, we're gonna do this every week, and here we are, like fucking 6 weeks later with like 3 episodes out. Sorry, guys.
Hell yeah, brother.
I think it has
I
been.
think it's been more than a month that we've been
Dude,
doing this podcast.
like
then.
last time.
I don't know.
Last time we did
And-
this, they were at my house.
We have a
and-
forbidden podcast that will
Yeah,
never air
it's
with you,
forbidden
Trevor.
because like
Those happen.
we were just talking shit, and then the camera corrupted. So we
Yeah,
didn't
my-
save it.
My phone filled up on data, and it corrupted all what it recorded. So we still have the audio, but
Nice.
it is forbidden audio. Like, we were all so smashed. For some reason, we thought it was a good
Everyone-
game to play, like, party games while we were
Yeah.
podcasting.
There you go.
It's awful.
And the camera wasn't getting any of that either.
Yeah.
We're just like playing card games.
That's
and-
hilarious.
Yeah, we
It
always
was
did
great.
That's
we
funny
had
as
like
fuck.
I think we had this thing, like we had people, like his roommates were here, and we had one person talking on that mic and the other one on that mic, and then we had like 157 for like 2 people.
No,
Like,
I
that
think it was
was
4
how it
more
was.
57s. I think we still had all 4.
I don't think we used all 4 of them.
It's a lot of
we didn't
numbers.
bring them that time.
But yeah,
Fuck up
doing
the mic.
podcasts is
Either,
really
dude,
cool.
podcasting is fun, man. Like,
Yeah, I had a lot of fun in the ones that we did, but yeah. just
honestly, dude,
actually
whenever
getting
Gotta
to
fix this.
sit down and
to
do
do it,
it, yeah.
that's the challenge. But
That
dude,
is
whenever
the challenge.
Bones like
This-
it's getting ready to drop the
Which
new
one? This
album,
one?
let's fucking do another one, man. Let's
Yeah.
get all you guys and
Yeah.
let's
Huh? This one?
have
we
a
got plenty to
fucking-
talk about.
For real, I want to know some like behind the scenes. Like, did you guys fucking like? Everyone's got behind the scenes stories, whether or not they know it. I mean, we did half of our songs on our new album. We did half of them live, and then half of them to a metronome. And the metronome tracks,
We tried the metronome thing and it went terribly.
yeah, it was tough
It's
for us,
weird,
dude.
man.
Like
I
we.
suck.
Dude.
I suck ass.
No,
and
I didn't say it went terribly. 4 of our
It
8
could've
songs
been
are.
It could have been better.
We
I don't
actually
know, dude. I had a good time.
we tracked the entire album and listened back to it, and we were just like, "This fucking sucks.
That
Like
sucks.
this sounds bad." And mainly, like part of the issue was we didn't set up click tracks until it was time to record because we had just
Okay.
and like our
you guys,
are we weird time
tempos,
signatures? Yeah,
yeah.
we don't fucking know what we're doing. We're just
Yeah.
doing it. So Eric's trying to help us with that, and it wasn't until we're like sitting there recording that I'm just like, that tempo change is ridiculous. Like, yeah, we want to speed up, but that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds awful.
yeah.
And we had to go back and we're like, okay, yeah, we need to just like, we're not happy with it. We've spent like 2 years writing this album. There's no way we're gonna fucking
Yeah.
like we're gonna do it justice. So let's just redo the.
I get
entire
that.
thing.
We fucking. I mean, I trialed and errored our click tracks for months before I recorded it, and we really did it to save money because we have I say 8 tracks, but it's really just a 6-track album. One of our songs is 22 minutes long, so we call it's technically 3 songs jammed into one because it's like all one story. But
Yeah.
on the album, it'll be one song, and we recorded those 3 songs live, and then we recorded our instrumental song live, and the rest. I fucking, for like a month, just like thought about how we played these songs, trial and errored, recorded these click tracks to it, and then I would like listen to it, send it to the guys, get feedback, and then change the tempo and re-record to that tempo until we got what we thought was basically perfect. So we have 4 songs on the album that are, goddamn Trevor.
Yeah. Just trying to ignore.
You motherfucker. That was great. But we've got 4 songs on the album that are like click track recorded, and I recorded the guitars and Trevor recorded the bass before Turbo recorded drums at East Hall. That was a bitch. That was a bitch.
That sucks.
That was a
That
bitch.
sucks major ass.
Yeah, so next time around when we do it, we will probably just go to East Hall. Yeah, do everything. That was the first time we'd ever done guitars first.
But
and
that was a really inexpensive way for us to do it because it's like we already have the DI, so that we just reamp it, and then it's okay. You don't have to fucking sit there in the studio and retag.
Yeah.
It made sense, but I was not a fan of it whenever it was first brought up because it's like you always do drums first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you always
makes things
do.
very difficult to
Yeah.
try. Playing 2 guitars is very hard. It's like I'm the one keeping time. Like, God damn it, I'm not supposed to try to think about what you're doing. I'm just doing my thing. And
but all in all, like I'm very satisfied from what we got. Like Turbo was able to come through and like record good drum takes to that.
Drill it into my brain like how it's supposed to be and how it's going to be.
I practiced with that click for fucking ever too, man. I felt very confident about my playings with that click. Like, but all in all, would I do it again? Probably not. I would rather, like, honestly, I really have a lot of fun just like doing everything live and going back and adding another guitar. I think that's just like more of a natural way for us, anyways. Every band's different.
we always record a scratch guitar while we're recording drums.
That's what
So,
we
like,
did for
I'm
the
playing
last one.
I'm playing with Eric.
Right.
Yeah.
I like to have the guitar there.
Yeah.
But like I feel like the drums should be recorded on.
For
The scratch guitar, we keep like a DI of, so it's like
Yeah.
if it's good, then cool, we can reamp it and keep it.
Right.
But if it's garbage, like we're totally okay with redoing. If we don't keep any of it, then fuck it, it's fine. It's just mainly there to
just
let
to
me
get
know
the
where I'm
drums
at.
where you're at.
Yeah.
We did that for a walk down the last album. Me and Turbo fucking grinded out. That was another wee.
That was a no.
Round 2.
Round 2, but yeah, that's how we did it. As I played DI tracks for him while he did drums, and then went back over it. But yeah, the whole fucking guitar first thing was trippy. It was
I actually
JT's the fucking savior.
hell yeah.
Thank you so much, dude.
One thing that we did with the Baron album, the last Baron album that never got released.
Rip. I fucking
Yeah,
was anticipating that so hard, man.
I was so extremely proud of that album. There's a lot of material on there that I put a lot of time into that's just like gone forever. So
You guys not gonna put it into Bones, maybe?
I want to. You know what I mean? I wrote a lot of really cool riffs, I feel like, you know what I mean, that just... And some of those songs were like Baron played those... Because what I was about to say is, when we recorded that album, there were a couple of those songs that never got played live, but a lot of those songs we had played live and toured on, like, at least like 2 or 3 tours. And the reason we did that was because we noticed that we would record a song directly after, like, writing it, and then, like, either shortly after starting to play it live or shortly after recording it, we'd start playing it live. We'd realize after a few months of playing a song, we play generally a lot slower than we do on the recording. And we kind of like sit into the vibe a lot more. And we've realized the more you play a song live, the more you kind of feed off the crowd and really understand like the best tempo and feel for certain riffs. So we didn't want to record the songs and then a few months later feel like we're playing them better live. So we would rather just feel them out over the course of a few months and then record them now that we're settled into them. But
That's been the tough thing about Corona. Like,
Yeah,
is you
you
don't
can't
have
do that.
Yeah, you can't. You just gotta hope that how you're playing it in your rehearsal space and in the studio is gonna be how it is.
And I think you're always gonna play it better after it's released, just because you
Yeah.
play
For
it
sure.
so much.
Yeah,
For
that's my
sure.
big thing. Is like it's like we did our tracks, laid down the drum tracks in the studio, and it's like now whenever I play those songs, like there's different things that I do, just like little tidbits.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
like a final pass over the album. I feel like for me is like a lot of the writing is like, this isn't what I'm going to be doing over the final thing. I'm just doing this so like we've got the timing down and you guys can write your shit. But like once we've got everything set in stone and just like here's the riffs and how many times we play them and like the order that we play them, and now I'm going to go back through and really intricately decide. These are the specific fills that I want to do. And so, like, there's times where I can improv, like, in the middle of a jam a fill, and I'm like, that's fucking sick. But then there's also times where it's like, I kind of want to, like, meticulously, like, plan out each note of, like, just something more complicated than I feel like I could come up with on the spot, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Well, too, like, I feel recording, like, it's just... It's different than playing live.
Yeah.
There's so much
like,
pressure.
There's mics all around
Yes.
you. You got to make sure you don't fucking hit them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like all of that, like the tension, stress, whatever you want to call it, it makes me only manufacture, for the most part, it makes me only manufacture the, like, basic thing that I'm trying to get
The stuff you're most comfortable with because you don't want to fuck the whole take up.
Exactly.
Dude, that I felt that so bad the last time we went to East Hall, because we went to mostly reamp more guitar parts that I'd added, but I wanted to change a guitar solo, and I wanted to record the solo there. And, like, they're playing, you know, they're in the control room, they're, like, trying to get levels set and shit, and they've just got the slot that I'm soloing over, like, playing on repeat, and I'm practicing my solo to it, and I'm fucking nailing it every time. I'm like, yeah, that was the one. And then as soon as they're like, all right, we're recording.
The second it matters.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, oh my god, like it's making the Guitar Hero noises.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Well, it's like
I made them look away. I was like, don't look at me, please. Don't look at me.
It's like the second you get just slightly behind yourself and you feel like you're just on the heels of like what you're about to have to do. You know what I mean? It's like I'm literally thinking of what I'm about to do as I'm about to do it instead of like feeling like I'm, you know, prepared for what's coming and I'm comfortable in the moment. There's times where I make one mistake and I think about it for too long and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I've got to keep doing this or whatever. And sometimes you can kind of stumble into some cool shit to where it's like, that's not normally what I do, but I was just like on the spot just having to make sure that like the timing worked and I fucking whatever, but
Sometimes that shit works out.
Sometimes it works out.
Like, dude,
Sometimes it
our
doesn't.
last album, Sphere, like, or our last album, A Walk Not, on the song Sphere, I recorded fucking 4 different endings to the song because I wasn't sure how it would end. And I would just, like, out of curiosity, I was like, what do they all sound like together?
Yeah,
and they all just worked. I was like, that's the way.
Yeah.
Fucking never got rid of any of those tracks. And
Dude, like if you can find people that you can jam well with and vibe well with, like I feel like some of the best stuff Bones has written, we really didn't talk much. We kind of just played it and we're like, remember whatever the fuck you just did because that was fucking cool. So like we can start with one riff and then we'll just play. Like generally Bones practice starts with us just sitting down and someone's dicking around and then someone starts playing some shit on top of it and then like 5 minutes later we're just like, whatever that was, like fucking remember whatever you're doing because I want to turn that into something. So
that's a very natural way.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like why I think Bones feels a little more natural than all the other stuff we've done in the past is because a lot of it, it's like it's based off of like 3 or 4 riffs, but a lot of it, it's like we're like, we've got this riff, and then we'll play it this many times, and then go into this riff, and then past that, we don't just stop. We kind of just keep going, and sometimes it's like, okay, let's start over, you know what I mean? That turned into nothing, but sometimes someone can do something we're just like, yeah, that's fucking cool, like, whatever, like someone can fuck up even, and just be like, oh, that triggered a thought in my head that could actually, you didn't mean to do that, but if we actually purposely did that, and I don't know, there's lots of ways to just turn little fuck ups and mistakes into just like, oh wait, no, that's actually fucking cool. Let's do that for real though.
Like writing in the room is like the best way to write. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
with
we-
everybody's minds together and like you said, like accidentally playing something.
Yeah.
that ends up being the path that needs to be on.
Yeah, I think our method of writing is come together and form a library of riffs that if we're struggling and we've hit a spot that we don't know what we're doing, we can kind of just like pull from that to kind of keep us going. But as long as we can keep just like naturally building off that, like we'll keep those riffs to fucking write more albums with, you know what I mean? Like no need to like work through those riffs so quickly, you know what I mean? Like if we can improv off those riffs and build more shit, then let's build as much as we can off this riff before moving on to other shit.
Yeah.
And that honestly makes more like cohesive like songs where we've got songs that are like actually feel like verse, chorus, to where it's like technically like that song's like 3 riffs, you know what I mean? But it's just because we were jamming on it and it just naturally came back into each other, and like at the end we're like, oh, okay, cool, we used like 3 riffs of material and made like a whole like 3-minute song out of that, instead of like back in high school we were just like riff and then riff and then riff and not repeating anything. And if you do that, you go through material so fucking quick because you wrote quickly. It takes like fucking 10 riffs to write a song, and now if you can take those 10 riffs and take 1 or 2 of them and turn that into a song and kind of just improv around that, you can get a lot more out of the material you're working on. And plus it just makes it more cohesive, that way you're not trying to force riffs that don't work together to work together. Because like we found like you can just add little like tags onto the end of a riff to help it work into another riff that normally it wouldn't. But a lot of times it's like that's forced as fuck. Like we've really tried to like make sure everything at least like flows
like a natural
it sounds like it's
transition.
supposed to. We want to throw you off, we want to do things that people aren't expecting, but at the same time when it happens it's like, oh shit, that fucking sounded good, you know what I mean? It's not like that was awkward or something. We're not trying to be crazy like, for the sake of being crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's being crazy for the sake of the song, not just for the sake of being crazy.
To add to that sort of dynamic to
whatever serves the song.
Yeah. Are those PBRs here? Can I grab one of those?
Yeah, dude.
You have, how many riffs do you have in your library?
Almost 1,500.
Yeah, I was about to say it's well over 1,000.
Almost 1,500. Definitely approaching the 1,500 mark. And I would say a good 250 of those 1,500 are already used up. So let's say we have like
1,000 to be
like 1250 or 1250 or so of riffs to like go from. And the whole new album that we did, I didn't go into my riff library one time, which was bizarre because it was just basically like the whole new album was based on like at the moment inspiration. Yeah. Instead of like going back in my riff library, which is cool because I have such a expansive riff library that if I spend time like sitting through, I could find riffs that are in similar keys and patch together a song. But like riff libraries are this way to go, man. Like anytime I pick up my guitar, my phone is right there next to me, ready to fucking record because you don't know when inspiration's gonna hit.
Yeah. There's one song on this new record that I wrote a riff in my room by myself and was like, sick, I'll show Eric a riff whenever practice comes around. And I sitting there dicking around in my room, so I've just been playing it a bunch lately, so it's in my head. I was delivering pizza at the time. So I'm just driving down the road, and I've got this riff playing in my head. And, like, normally I just kind of, like, loop the riff, but then, like, I just, like, loop it in my head, like, 4 times, and at the end of the 4th times, I kind of, like, my brain just, like, took off with it, I guess, you know what I mean? And in my head, I started hearing something else, and I literally pulled over and pulled my phone out and was just like like recording it and was like, I really hope that makes sense later when I'm playing my guitar. And luckily, like, because there's sometimes where you pull it out and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what even was that?
Like the inspiration. It's like
it doesn't make, you don't even, can't even interpret what you were trying to do. Luckily, I was able to take it. And I'm just like, I'm so glad like shit like that happens. But yeah, it was one of those things where it's just like, that's fucking sick. If I don't pull over right now and record that on my phone, there's no way I'm going to remember that like 4 hours later when I'm off work. So
that's badass.
Sometimes you just got to, I mean, there's times now where I'll like, I don't work delivery anymore, but I'll run to the bathroom real quick so I can fucking pull my phone out and just fucking mouth riff something. Be like, all right, just just so I have something to go off of later. Because there's times where I'm like, I know I have several new riffs that I've written. I just can't fucking remember them right now. You know what I mean?
Dude.
And there's times where it'll be like, oh shit, dude, I wrote that fucking riff like a year ago, and I fucking forgot about it, and now I finally remember it.
Dude.
So
That's the best. When you fucking like every now and then it'll be like a late night, and I'm laying in bed, and I'll just listen to my riff library, and I'll be like, holy shit, and
and then
I'll
the
fucking
hard part
tag
is
it.
trying to remember how to play it, and then there's some
Yeah.
ones that you're just like, how the fuck did I play
It's like,
that?
how was I playing it? And then I'm like, what tuning was I in too?
Yeah,
Because
we don't fuck with a whole lot of tuning, so I'm either in standard or drop.
Drop.
nice
Yeah.
drop. We play flat. We play a half step down and drop that. But occasionally I'll be a fucking madman and be like, okay, I'm gonna play in Dadgad, or I'm gonna be playing in this, and I'll find a cool riff in my riff library, and I'm like, dude, how do I recreate this? Like, what fucking tuning was I in? Because I was too lazy to label what tuning I was in whenever I fucking recorded it.
Yeah, sometimes I'm very fresh into the, well, I wouldn't say fresh, but like every time I have like a recording device on my phone or something, I have a tendency to be very rough on technology. So I'll fuck up a phone and I'll lose everything that I have.
No, he says he'll fuck up a phone. For years, he would leave his phone on his floor tom for band practice and be like, why am I breaking my phone so often?
Well,
Hit it.
this phone it was made in like 2014.
I will.
There's a lot of cracks.
I
It's
did
supposed to
break
be
one of your
military
phones.
grade. It's supposed to be like one of the strongest phones back in the day, and then I went on to Droid Turbos because Turbo.
Our June tour of last year, I did break your phone. That is my fault.
You fucked it up. It was we
We
on
were
the home
right. We
stretch.
were so close to home. We were driving back from Wichita, and as soon as we got into Missouri, I'm like, dude, this is Missouri. You can legally drink as a passenger.
And
So
he was-
I got fucking drunk from like
super drunk.
2 in the morning to 5 in the morning. Whenever we got
Yeah.
back, however long it took. Maybe it wasn't even that long.
Let's go.
But
And
I
he
was
using
slamming
my
beers,
phone.
and we stopped at the state line at Macadoodles, and I was like, let me get rid of these empties before we get into Arkansas. And his phone was on my lap. I jump out of the van, we left it there. We probably ran over it whenever we left, and when we got back home, he was like, where's my phone? I don't know, dude.
But we just got off a run. I was like, I'm not fucking, it's there. I know it's there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
because typically,
I got it the next morning, and it worked, but it was fucked to shit. And then eventually it quit.
typically on tour, if Turbo's not driving, it's me, and if I'm not driving, it's Turbo, and the other person is the navigator. Trevor's been navigator one time. I don't know where he's at right now, but he'll never be navigator again.
Yeah, it's because I was
He-
too drunk. I passed
You were
out
too
in the
drunk. We
back.
were leaving Houston. It was Labor Day weekend. It was the same run we were on for the Fuzz Fest.
Nice.
We were leaving Houston that night. We just decided to go home. Houston was too sketchy for our taste. And so Trevor sets the GPS for home, Bentonville, Arkansas, and we start heading that way. And he wasn't thinking about it, but we had our audio engineer with us at the time, and she lived in Dallas. And so we're like 2 hours into the drive, and we're heading towards northwest Arkansas when Dallas is straightforward. And so I'm like, dude, I don't recognize any of this highway. I'm like, where are we going? And he's like, dude, we're going to Bentonville. And I was like, dude, we can't go to Bentonville. We got to go to fucking Dallas first. And so we GPS, change the GPS to Dallas. And so we have to cut through bumfuck Texas in the middle of the night with a fucking van full of dabs and fucking
Sick.
other shit, mushrooms and other whatnots. Middle of the night on...
Is
What's up,
Trevor
JT?
okay?
Oh, Trevor's throwing up. Yeah,
Figured.
he was getting close. He was pretty stumbly.
He was pretty stumbly, and then he had a glass of water, and I was like, "That's a bad sign." And then he walked away.
As soon as you go, wow, you've already drank 7 beers, I turn around and I'm like, he's already had 7 beers.
Yeah. Once I saw the glass of water, I knew it was. It was. Yeah.
He was done. He was out, dude.
He'll
Well,
probably come back later.
tell
on.
Trevor that we want him back when he's better.
All right. Well, if he's in there, I'm gonna go piss in the backyard.
Fair enough.
Tell him not to be such a baby back bitch.
Baby back bitch, Trevor. Oh, fuck. Somebody is here.
Ding
Turbo,
dong.
you stay here.
Okay,
Oh, no,
yeah.
JT's got
Yeah,
it.
you got it. Who is it?
Carlos.
He's like.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Let's crack it up.
All right.
I was wondering. I was like,
All right, podcast crew. So we've got some people coming in right now.
JT gave us a look.
Do what? Oh, yeah, it's still going.
Oh, you're good,
Yeah,
guys,
you
you're
guys,
good,
yeah.
I
You
like
guys go
guys'
somewhere
shirt.
else.
They almost match.
They almost do match. I like your
Did you
shit.
guys plan that or what?
No.
That's fucking
Hell yeah.
cool.
Hell yeah.
Carlos, I want to smell you. Come here.
Come here, Carlos. We want to smell you.
Time to smell Carlos. You guys think?
I guess not, man, but fuck it. Dude, I feel really bad. I've not gone to CrossFit in like a week.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But
because-
you know what I've been doing? I've been doing 200 of something a day. So I'll do like 100 push-ups, 100 squats, or like 100 sit-ups and 100 jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Jumping jacks don't really count. They're so easy.
They're super easy. Same way with jump
Those
ropes,
are my
I feel like-
easy days.
Yeah, I feel like jump ropes are easy too.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron's calling.
Nope. Tell her you're dead. Sorry, baby. I'm dead.
Is his water?
Trevor's?
Trevor? No.
No,
think
I don't know where his water is.
I think it's. It may
No,
be that
that's
one
my
right
water.
there.
That's
Oh,
mine. That's mine.
Is he still vomiting and nasty?
If he's still vomiting, like, send our condolences. We love you, Trevor. We know you've drank 7 beers and you weigh like 100 pounds, so that's a lot.
This is a lot. I told him he didn't. I don't think he drank as many beers last
Dude.
night.
Trevor he's slamming beers right now, dude. Camera's still on. Fuck it. We're still rolling.
Is it supposed to look like it's filming?
Yeah, sure.
Does it look like it's filming?
No, you're good, GT. Is it still filming?
It's on the home screen.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Damn.
fuck!
It was filming starting out. Let's check how much. I had 23 gigs
Son-
before I started this podcast.
Son of a bitch.
Sure
Should
to
I
God,
should
did
I
not
pause
finish 23
this?
gigs. Nah, keep it going, dude. If anything, we'll have a video cut, and I'll just have an editing nightmare.
Hey, I got it. You want the door opened or? Yeah, I was like, I came to Brandon.
We are free, or we're filled up, man. We're filled up on
Ran in there to see
on
which
video. I
one
use those 23 gigs on video. I guess.
Dang,
23
boy.
gigs
Yeah,
for
brother.
2.5 hours.
We did it, boys.
I guess it was too much 1080p recording. So I guess
Too much foreplay.
too much foreplay. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up audio wise. Fuck.
Let's do it.
Cody, thanks for coming out and being
Oh,
on our
yeah.
podcast, man.
No
Like
problem.
when
Appreciate
I
the
said earlier,
beers.
dude. Whenever you guys get done with the new Bones album, I would love to have all 3 of you guys on to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
It's, album 2 is a continuation of the concept for 1, so story-wise, we got
Cool.
plenty to talk about.
fucking right.
Plenty we want people to know that you might be able to pick up bits from the lyrics and stuff, but ultimately, I'd like to do some recordings where we can all 3 sit down and explain to everybody all that we know about the story that we haven't been able to tell through the music. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I
'Cause
would
there's,
love that, dude.
There's a lot more detail to
I would love that.
going into it. So yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, fucking thanks for coming out to this podcast, Cody. And as soon as you guys are done, just hit us up, dude. We'll fucking have you back.
For sure.
And shit, dude, maybe we'll do it at Holy Anvil Recordings so you guys
Hey, there you go.
fucking advertise that for Rafe.
Yeah,
so
for
any
sure.
of you fucking, I'm like looking at the camera right now. It's not even working. But any of you fucking musicians out there in the Northwest Arkansas area, if you need someone to record you,
Hit 'em up.
please hit up our friend Rafe Box on Facebook for Holy Anvil Recording. He's sure he's got reasonable prices, and I can tell you right now,
It's definitely gonna sound good.
his quality top notch. You fucking you're gonna get professional quality from Rafe. I mean, the last album I thought sounded good. Cody's saying the new album is gonna sound even better.
Yeah, our first album was the first album Rafe ever recorded. So
That's impressive.
yeah,
That's impressive.
so.
For the quality. it's-
Compared to the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
album I
he's
recorded,
picked it up.
it's night and day, dude. He fucking definitely knew a lot more.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I
I'm
knew-
excited to release this stuff because he fucking killed it on this shit.
Hell yeah.
It's even better.
Well, dude, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, guys, fucking take it easy. Salesman Podcast signing out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.